Good morning, everyone. Just trying to get the stream ready across the board. Hey, baby. Going live on TikTok, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitter, we're live on Twitch. Just need to get my chat stream set up. And then we should be good to go. Hey, good day. Good day, everyone. I'm the first person to join my own live stream. Go figure. So, nice when you can get it. Nice day, beautiful day today. And we're looking for some action. We've got one, aside from the continuation of the 4 stocks from yesterday, we've got one on the watch list. So obviously we've got the meme stocks, we've got the crypto stocks, and then we've got IGMS, which has announced a collaboration with Sanofi. So Sanofi being the pharmaceutical people. I'll actually get my little pint of Morocco. Hey Les, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you joined. Okay, so Nielsen just popped up. Let's put that on this list just for the sake of having something on that list. Okay, I'm going to have a look at what the news is on Nielsen. Hitting the scanners right now. So Nielsen shares move higher amid reports a consortium is near a deal to buy the company for what, $16 billion including debt. Okay, that's good news. What's the key data? It's 300 million float, so it's a huge, it's a reasonable size float. It's not a small float. We prefer smaller, but that's why it's just popped up and trading sideways now. How's your morning been, Les? Okay, we're getting a few people just joining and leaving at the same time, which is interesting. It's like people are scrolling on the phones and they actually join a live. Oh shit! I didn't really want to join that live, and so they exit as well. Am I watching the S&P? Absolutely. So S&P right now it's up on the day. It's about almost half a percentage point up, or 39 pips, as they say. It's currently just looking at the SPY, which is like the E-mini, if you will. It's an ETF that represents the S&P 5. So I'm looking at the wider market, Bamboo. I'm looking at, if I look at the Nasdaq, the Q, if you will, that's also up about a third of a percentage point. So the markets are up today. Bitcoin got over 48,000 yesterday, which was great news. It's currently trading over. Let's just have a quick look. I'll pull up my bits and pieces. So Bitcoin is currently trading at 47,500, and so we pulled all the way back to 46.8, and we've made a bit of a move up. So yesterday evening we broke with 48,000, which was nice to see. So consolidation in and around the 47,500 is a lovely sight to see. It's very bullish, especially when you look at the volume as well. Very, very bullish from Bitcoin at the moment. So I'm happy with that at the moment. XRP. That's on the daily. I want to see the hourly. The XRP, it moved up and then it's now consolidating sideways around 87 cents. Let's have a look at Cardano. Cardano's up. 122s now. Got over 120, almost 125 we got to. Which is great news. Cardano's, that's looking great for me. I've got quite a good stake in Cardano and Ethereum. Those are the four that I'm holding. So Ethereum US dollar. Coinbase. Wow, Ethereum's having a great day. Ethereum's up at 3,500, so 34.37. So Ethereum's probably performing the best of the bunch for me. Happy days. Hayes, for beginners, how did you find that, Les? The Tesla split, and what that means. The last time they did this, it doesn't actually add any additional equity to the market. Basically, I'll explain for those people that don't know what's going on. When you get a stock split, it's like somebody giving you change at the till. So you go into a shop and you've got $20 and they give you 4 5s. So instead of one note, you've now got 4 notes, but the value is exactly the same. And that's what the split is. But based on what happened last time, Tesla had a bit of a rally after that when they did the stock split last time. So it's looking quite the market's receiving it as quite a bullish signal anyway. So yeah, watch this space. Hello from Ireland. Hello to Ireland. In Ireland, we are in Ireland, but there you go. Hayes, is eToro a good starting place for beginners? It's a good starting place for beginners. It's not a good, but from a trading perspective, it's not good for day trading, but just generic trading, swing trading, investing. Any place is a good place to start. So eToro, it doesn't carry a lot of the technical indicators. It doesn't carry a lot of the equities. It only has a subset of the more popular equities. I lost money with eToro. I don't like it for myself, but to learn a little bit more about the market and just to have a foothold in the market, then, you know, it's fine. But it's not a day trading platform, that's for sure. What do I think about Dogecoin? I don't think a lot about Dogecoin, if I'm being completely honest. It's one of what I call a community coin. You're not going to get the big run-ups from Dogecoin or Shiba Inu. Shiba had a really good day yesterday, but you're not going to get the big run-ups from Doge or Shiba or those community, anything with a dog face, unless it's Chow Chow coin, because Chow Chow coin is the best coin out there. How's profits? Oh, actually, that's a good point. $137,000 equity, just shy of $137,000 equity was starting position today. So for those of you new to the stream, we started this month on the 1st of March. We started with $29,000 equity. We're now $137,000. So we've made you know, really good inroads. $108,000, I think that is. Yeah, $108,000 profit on the month. You lost $300 in under Botcoin, Bitcoin or Botcoin. I don't know what Botcoin is, but you lost $300 on Bitcoin. I'm assuming you mean Bitcoin. So you paper traded 6,000 shares, would have made just over 11K. For 6,000 shares, you'd need more than 11K. I mean, Tesla shares are expensive. Well, let's put up the let's have a look at the chart. So it's gapping up today. As a result of that, as a result of that split, we're getting a nice little gap up on Tesla. And let's look at it on my chart. So I can see multiple time frames then at the same time. Yeah, so Tesla's looking good. It's 2 points up, 2% up today. Just trading slightly below the volume weighted average. It went up to 1124s. It's now all the 11s, all the ones, 1111. But it's having a good day. So the market, as expected, the market has taken nicely to the split, and that doesn't surprise me at all with Tesla. Tesla is one of those companies that just defies expectation. Adversible, which coin can we buy? You can buy any coins. It depends which coin you like. Nazika beer. If you what do I think about ADA? I'm in Cardano long term. I've been dollar cost averaging with that long term, and my current. Let's have a look at what my current position is with Cardano. Even though it's moved up, so Cardano's down today, as is XRP, but still in a good place. So we're over 120. We're over $1.20 and back over $1.20 with Cardano. XRP is currently trading at 87 cents. Bitcoin is still over 47,000, so that's good. We broke over 48,000 last night. Ethereum is 3,400. So, you know, the crypto space is looking very bullish at the moment. The wider markets on the equity space, so the S&P, the NYSE, if you will, the New York Stock Exchange. So the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, they're all up today, slightly. Even the European markets are up. So the FTSE, the DAX, the Hang Seng is up as well. So all the markets are green. which is great news. So it's a good at the moment, good green day. AMC and GME are slightly down if you're following those. So they both had a great. I could have stuck around, and I kind of almost, but not quite, kicking myself that I didn't. So yesterday, closed the stream, went and did some bits and pieces, and I came back towards the end of the day for Power Hour just to have a look to create the trade summary video. And GME and AMC had an amazing day. At one point, AMC was 45% up on the day. 45% up on the day. Here's me a couple of weeks ago saying that, you know, the mother of all short squeezes is dead. It happened last year, but guess what? I could be proved wrong. If it goes back up and, you know, hits those highs, I'll be absolutely stoked for all the ape army and ape nation, whatever it is. You know, fair play to them. You know, I took profits. I made quite a bit of money with AMC last year, and I've made money already this year with it. So I'm not going to grumble. If it keeps being volatile the way it is, I have no problem with trading AMC. Am I going to diamond hand it? Am I part of the movement? Hell no. I'm in the markets to make money, not to prove a point. Giving hedges wedges is not something that I'm really bothered about. Good morning, Alistair. Oh, afternoon, rather. Teach you the apple. I'm in good spirits, really good spirits. Love stock looking very promising today. Well, what? Let me have a quick look at Love, shall we say? See what's going on with this one. Yeah, it's 15% up. It's not huge volume, but it's 15% up on the day. Why is that not hitting my scanners? Why am I not seeing that on my scanners? No idea. But yeah, Love is having a good day today. It's gapping up 15%. It's trading at 54.46 at the moment. Not heavy volume. There's no trade in it for me at the moment, just because of the lack of volume. But yeah, it could be one to watch if it continues to move upwards. Do we know if there's a catalyst for this? Let me have a look. See if I can find a catalyst for Love. Okay, so there's a conference call scheduled at 8:30 today. It's now 7:30. So Q4 earnings were released this morning. That's what seems to be the catalyst for Love. Lovesac. Lovesac is a little old place where. Yeah, so that looks to be why it's moving up today. So only 13 million float, so it's not a big float either. So yeah, will be one to watch. What car do I drive? I drive a Volvo. I'm watching Ethereum. I've just had that up a little bit earlier. While it's down on the day, it's still in a good place. It's just having a little bit of consolidation, and the wider wondering what that strange noise is. It's my dog snoring again. She has a habit of doing that. But yeah, we've been looking at Ethereum. D-Leg, you say you make a lot, but don't even have a MacBook. Do you have anything to show? I think you're all talk, mate. Okay, you know, you obviously know more than me, but you know, how old are you? About 12? that you place such importance on Apple products. We don't even know what kind of watch this is either, do you? But you know, but look, you don't have to join the stream, but trolling the stream is just makes you look like a fool. Oh, little boys in the chat acting the big one. Yeah, well, but watch this space with Amazon. If it does split, like I say, the stock split's not necessarily a bad thing. It depends on the sentiment that the market takes it with. If it is a bad thing, the market will the price will drop, and you'll see the sentiment they'll sell off. But with Tesla, for example, it doesn't add any equity. It doesn't add anything to the market cap of the company. If there's an additional offering, then that can dilute the shares. But if it's just a stock split, like I say, a stock split is essentially getting change at the corner shop. So if you go to the corner shop and you've got a $20 note or €20 note, £20 note, depending on where your location is, and you go in and they give you 4 5s for it, you've still got £20, $20. It's still the same amount, but you've just got 4 notes instead of 1. So it's same thing with a stock split. Instead of having 1 share, you end up with like 4 shares or 5 shares or whatever the split ratio is. I do think Ethereum's going to. You crack me up, Alistair. You really do. I do think Ethereum's going to reach a peak. That's only my opinion. It's not financial advice. I've been saying that we're going to get a 6-figure Bitcoin probably towards the end of this year. I really believe that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a Wall Street analyst. It's only my opinion. So if you put money on it and lose money, don't come after me. Don't sue me. But yeah, I think Ethereum. I think we'll see the whole crypto market gaining traction later this year. When I say gaining traction, I think you'll get a lot more institutional investment hedging against other areas as well. So I think Bitcoin, we could see a 6-figure Bitcoin. I think we could see a 5-figure Ethereum. I don't doubt that will happen. It's just a case of when. So the question I would ask is, that you're asking is, will we see it this year? I think we will. Worst case scenario, in my opinion, is it going to be Q1 next year? But I think we'll probably see a bit of a rally in the summer. Graph. Let's have a look. I'm not invested in it, but I'm just looking at it's currently 48 cents, and there's not a lot of people trading it, so that's on the 5-minute. Let me have a look at the hourly. That gives it an easier way to look at it. So yeah, graph is trading in a similar fashion to the rest of the coins at the minute. It seems to be having a decent time. It's moving up 40, just shy of 47 cents at the moment. Last night it did reach a peak of almost 49 cents, which is in line with the rest of the crypto market having a bit of a bullish splurge. So yeah, I'm bullish on the whole crypto space in its entirety. I think Graph's a good project. I also like Polkadot. I'm not invested in Polkadot either. XLM I'm not invested in, but I think it's a good project. The 4 I'm invested in is XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. You're always getting pullbacks, so it is going to pull back, but how much is the question. Do I think it's a good time to be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, absolutely. I think we're going to now. I said a few weeks ago, people who follow me on this stream will recognize that I said the line in the sand for me on Bitcoin is 45,000. If we get up above 45,000 and hold it for the space of about a week, a few days, five to 7 days, then I think we could go on potentially go on another small bull run and get over kind of 50, 60,000. Now we've broke over 45. We broke over 45 last Friday. We've held it. We've now gone up to 48 because when we broke over 45, we didn't just break it, we smashed it. So we've now went up to 48 last night, and I think we may get a little bit of a pullback to maybe 46,500, stay hovering around the, give or take $500, hovering around the 47,000 for Bitcoin, and then we can push on and break that 50,000 barrier. And I think we probably see that, if not this week, next week, if it goes there. My opinion, not financial advice. And if that happens, then we'll see Ethereum doing similar things. At the moment, percentage-wise, Ethereum's outperforming Bitcoin. So it's doing really well at the moment. And I think Ethereum is more likely to go higher. I think we could see a $5,000 Ethereum very, very shortly. So Les, just a quick piece of advice with regards to paper trading. If you're paper trading, you don't have to take my advice. It's not financial advice. It's just a little bit of friendly advice. If you're paper trading, let's say you've got whichever account that you're in, you're paper trading, they give you $100,000 to paper trade. Don't trade $100,000 because it gets you in the habit of trading big size. So when you actually start putting money into an account, it's a small account because who's got the 100 grand to put into an account? You've got to grow it up to that level. So you're starting off with a small account. So it's better to just take a Tesla, take a Microsoft or an Amazon or whatever, and buy, say, if you're planning on putting $10,000 into an account, when you do start trading, put $90,000 of that 100,000 paper money into a relatively reputable or a large cap company. That way it takes that buying power out. It takes that buying power away. So then you've got $10,000 to actually trade with and paper trade with and practice your strategies and practice your you just practice your way of trading in the same way as you would with your real account. And that way you get able to build that muscle memory, and in terms of stock selection, what you can afford to trade, what you can't afford to trade, in terms of share position, how many shares you're taking of a particular stock, etc., etc. Rather than just playing Nintendo with the stock market, you're actually practicing trading. I hope that makes sense. But if not, you do you. And I just thought it's a nice bit of advice for not just yourself, but anybody else that gets one of these paper trading accounts and it's big money, 100,000 or whatever. Just siphon off enough of it so that what you've got left is equivalent to what you think you will be trading going forward. No problem, buddy. That's what makes the stream interesting. Is you ask the questions, I answer them. So Nielsen doesn't look like it's going to do anything. So I only put that up there because there's only 2 gappers at the moment. IGM Bioscience is the top gapper today, and it's currently up 37%. And it's the catalyst is that it's partnering or collaborating with Sanofi. So there's a good catalyst. It's on high relative volume. It's not high volume yet, but it's high relative volume. So I think we've got the high tracked out as well, I believe. I don't know why. No, Love's just hit my scanners now. About time. I'm going to put that on watch list instead of Nielsen, because that's looking like a better chart. If I look at Love, I'm just going to map out the eyes here. 35.75. That'll do. I can afford to trade that with the larger account size I'm trading today, but I probably won't unless I have to. I mean, GME and AMC are looking like they might go on another rally today. Not financial advice, not a stock pick. Don't do those. But I'm just watching IGM Bioscience, which is the ticker IGMS. That's the top gapper at the moment, and it's got a good catalyst. So that's what we're watching. And we're watching GME and AMC because of the rally over the last week. There's still getting a lot of attention on the likes of Reddit, Wall Street Bets, etc. And we're watching Riot and Mara just on the performance of crypto. Riot and Mara potentially could make another rally today as well. So those are the ones I'm watching. Good afternoon, Jack. Look, that's great. So I think the problem with a lot of people that do things like that, Jack, is they get the small base hits, and when they've built a cushion, they swing for the fence and they have a big loss, which wipes out the profits. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people do that so that they can have that swing for the fence. And they know that if they wipe out the profits, they still break even on the day. And if you break even on the day, that's not a red day. And that's the most important thing, is once you're green, stay green. So you can actually trade a little bit bigger size and adjust your risk, but make sure that you're not risking more than you've already made. So base hits to start off with. Base hits are more important than you know, hitting the home run. Even if you get on a stock that's moving well, you don't have to hit the home run. I went on AMC yesterday and I could have hit an absolute home run if I just held the position, because all it did was climb all day. It went 45% up. Instead, I got my gains. I went in big for the bull flag breakout. I got my gains and closed down, took the dog for a walk, and I was happy with my 5K gains yesterday. It was probably the first Monday where I didn't go red on the day before having to claw it back in quite a while. So Mondays typically have been a little bit difficult for me coming in off the weekend. Yeah, so revenge trading is something that we've all succumbed to at some stage, and if you get in the urge to just go in and revenge trade and try and get back the loss, just walk away. There's another day tomorrow. I know it's easier said than done. The emotional element of trading can take over some people, so just be careful, because what revenge trading typically will do is you dig a little bit of a small red hole, and instead of accepting that you're going to have a red day, you end up going big size and having a big red day. So you know, it's just be careful. Great, that's fantastic, Les, because that will condition you into trading at a certain level, and because once you get better, you can start scaling that up. But to start off with, you want to practice and build the muscle memory up around a certain account size. What's the ticker on that? What's the ticker on which? This one is IGMS, and it's IGM Bioscience. Have I talked about Riot yet? Riot, I did mention Riot as a potential continuation from yesterday. Both Riot and Mara are green on the day again. And the strength of crypto and Bitcoin in particular would suggest that we may see another move with Riot and Mara. So last year when we were getting the full bull run, these guys were up in the 40s. So it wouldn't surprise me if we get that again. Yeah, absolutely, Darren. Perfect. If you're trading, what I did to start off with, you end up with a paper trading account, and you're practicing in a paper trading account. It's like $100,000, and you think, okay, well, I'm going to trade Tesla, I'm going to trade Microsoft, I'm going to trade Amazon, and quite frankly, most of us, when we start trading, we trade with maybe a $2,000 account or a $5,000 account to start off with. We can't afford to be trading Tesla and Amazon. The only way we're going to be able to afford those kind of stocks is if we're buying options. And then that's a whole different conversation, a different way of trading. But if you're going to be day trading, you want to set yourself realistic expectations. And if you limit your account to something what you believe you're going to be able to afford to put into a broker, then it means you'll get used to trading at a certain size, you get used to trading stocks at a certain level, and you'll get used to how they move and how to recognize the patterns, etc. That's fantastic, that one, Les. That's a great result. So turning 1,000 into 24K is phenomenal. Well, when you do take the leap, start small, because the thing with the difference with paper trading and real trading is the emotional element. And there's, I think, Betfred or someone, one of these bookies that says it matters more when there's money on it. And in the stock market, it absolutely does. So you start small with the risk small, and you just get used to trading with real money with a small amount of risk, rather than just going in there thinking, well, on my small paper account, I made 3,000 a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to go with that kind of level. Better to just trade small and make 50. Set your goals small. So I want to make $50 a day on my account, and I'll risk $50 a day. So in terms of max the goal I'm looking for and the max loss. That's not what you might be setting for the trade P&L, but you might just use that as your goals to start off with. Get a consistent level of green days under your belt, and then scale up. Instead of looking for $50, you look for $100, and you scale up. And once you've got, again, a consistent level of maybe a week or 2 weeks, you then scale up again and go for, okay, it's now $200. And keep scaling up until you get to a point where you're like myself and you're trading, and you can take 25,000 shares, and if you drop down $5,000 into the red because of A, the spreads, and B, a little pullback, you don't panic and lose the money. You can actually see the patterns. You're concentrating more on what's actually taking place and where your unrealized gains or losses are. Because you take 25,000 shares and it pulls back 20 cents, you've $5,000 in the hole. Now, you might give, if you're only trading 2,000 shares or 1,000 shares, you might be giving something 20 cents based on the size of the stock. You might be giving it 20 cents as your risk. So you wouldn't stop using that same strategy just because of your share size. The only difference is the share size. Yeah, so you're right, Jack. So Jack says that trading in a real account is roller coaster, mate. He said it's a totally different ball game. It's better to trade a real account with a small amount rather than in a simulator. And I would say once you get competent in a simulator, yes, absolutely. But the first part you need to do is learn about the technical analysis, learn about charting, learn about recognizing patterns. If you just jump in, even a small account, if you just jump in without learning the strategies and learning to understand what it is you're looking for and how to trade, you may as well just throw money down the Swanee. Go down to the Greyhounds and put it on Sheba, whichever dog that you like. Because it's no different than gambling. If you haven't got a strategy, you're just gambling. I'm glad you're learning stuff, Darren. I should start charging you. I should go and buy the course. That way I don't have to charge you. How long should you wait after a company floats on the stock market before you buy shares? It really depends on your objective. If you're looking for a long-term investment, and you believe in that company and you've done your fundamental research and you think the company's a sound investment, then you buy shares and hold them from day one. A lot of people do. But what I would say is the initial, if you don't get in straight away and you're looking to hold for a long term, don't jump in thinking that it's going to keep moving up, because what tends to happen with IPOs is they either move up with velocity and then have a big pullback, or they'll move down with velocity and then have a rally. That initial publicity around the IPO gives them a false price, so they end up being either overvalued or undervalued after the first few time frames. So just watch for a correction after IPO. But it's down to you to do fundamental research. If you're just going to be trading it, then it really depends on how volatile that IPO is and how many people are trading it on any given day. If you're looking at it from a day trade, we've had a few IPOs over the last couple of weeks, which have been very, very good for us. And we've made quite a bit of money on them, because whilst they might not have, launched out of the gates and gone on a rally straight away, maybe a day or a couple of days later, the stock market's looked at them and it's picked up, and we've got some volatility and volume onto that particular ticker, and we've made a move to the upside, and we've made money with that. So it really depends on the stock, and it depends on what your objective is. If it's long term, do your fundamental research, decide on what you believe to be a fair price for the stock, and that's what you pay for it, and then hold. If it goes above that in the first couple of days, then just watch it, because the likelihood is you'll get a correction. And if you don't get a correction, you can always enter to a later stage for more than you originally anticipated, if it does rally and continues to rally. But that's just something that you need to decide for yourself. So what scanners do I use? I'm using Benzinga at the moment. There's nothing moving, nothing big moving at the moment. We've got two stocks that we're looking at, and a snoring chow chair. My goodness, you are really loud today. You sound like Peppa Pig's grandpa. Yeah, I appreciate your loyalty there, Jack. Really do. I've got a core of a few dozen followers on the stream that's been with me every day for the last 3 weeks, and you're one of them. So I've got a core on YouTube. I've got a very small percentage on Twitch, and the majority on the Tickety Tockety, of course. Afternoon, Tester. Welcome back. Not seen you for a couple of days. Have you been busy? Actually, we're missing the lo-fi beats. Oh, let's see if we can drown out the chow chow. That's not that snoring is not exactly a lo-fi noise. I know it's background noise, but it can be distracting. So if you can hear that snoring, I apologize. It really is distracting. But like, she's been ill this last couple of weeks, so I can't fault her. She's enjoying her scrambled eggs in the evening, though. Website building, good stuff. I need to. I've not done anything with my website for a while. I just put a link up to the trading section and on the website, but I need to. I've not updated my blog for about a month, so I'm falling behind there. So I need to update the blog. I need to start adding trading content to that website. That seems to be where what most people are interested in terms of my brand. Okay, so let's we've got 90 minutes to the bell. keep forgetting that I might not do 2 hours before market opens going forward, and just do it for an hour before market opens, and then 2 hours into the market. It probably will be easier to do that, more action. It's very quiet pre-market at the moment. We've just got IGM Bioscience, and just seen one pop up on very small vertical aerospace. Very small volume, but let's have a look, see what low volume is just popped up and then it's popped back down again. So no, that's not something we can try. Just looking at yesterday's movers, Riot and Mara up on the day, but low volume. I expect that to change after the bell. Not stock picks, not signals, not a financial advisor. Don't sue me. And AMC has held most of its gains from yesterday, if I'm being completely honest. Although it's down on the day, it's up at 28.40s. So it's held most of its gains. Had a wonderful day yesterday, did AMC. Just how it moved was so consistent. The whole day it was really consistent. And we took some profit off that we probably could have made a handsome sum if we'd stuck around and traded it for most of the day. Oh. Yes, with that sound occasionally comes some smells, but there you go. Jack, that is weird, but you know, I hate the sound of my own voice. I'll have to record you some songs or something just to get you by. You've obviously got a little one that watches Peppa Pig, Alistair. You want me to have another look at Mullen? So Mullen's not... I don't think Mullen's done anything for a while. Had a couple of good days last week. But it's sold off since then. And the volume's just dropped out of Mullen. If you're holding bags with Mullen, I'm sorry. It's trading sideways in the aftermarket. So it sold off yesterday again. It had a bit of a rally up and then sold off. A rally up pre-market and then sold off. But it's pretty much sideways since Friday. 253, 250s. So I think Friday it finished in around 240, 230 something. So it's mostly rallying sideways at the moment. The volume seems to have dropped out of Mullen since last week. Had a couple of good days earlier this month, and then it's kind of lost. It's got up to above $4, and then it's just kind of lost momentum. So now it's back down below 250s. So well, in the 250s, 252 right now. So it's the lack of volume for me with Mullen, the lack of people trading it. So I can't trade it intraday. As a long-term potential, maybe, if you like the company, if you've done your fundamental research and you like the company, and I think it could have some more good days depending on certain news catalysts, if it gets any contracts awarded or whatever the situation is, collaborations with other manufacturers. But as of now, there's no trade today with Mullen for me. Yeah, GFAI, I can have a look at that. I think that's a bit below my normal price range. But yeah, I mean, this is what, 38% up, so it's gapping up well. It's gapping up on good volume as well. 7 million shares traded today. 7.5 million shares traded already. So yeah, this is Guard Force AI. and it's breaking highs now. So it's breaking pre-market highs. So that's looking good. That's looking strong. From an intraday trade perspective, that's looking strong today. It's 165 is the price, so it's below what I have my cutoff on. But if you're trading a small account and you don't have leverage, it could be worth a punt. It's breaking highs now. Up at 167. So yeah, good call, Jack. Well, if you're holding Mullen at 249 and right now it's 252, it's not much of a bag that you're holding. You're actually slightly in profit. But I would, if you can't trade pre-market, then I would be careful at the bell, because there's a potential that could sell off. So if you're in profit with that one, when the bell rings, get out. That's what I would say. It's not financial advice. It's just my own personal opinion, what I would do in your position. But your money's having your money tied up, having your equity tied up in that trade. When it could, you could actually be working it with something else and making money with something else. Probably not the best idea from my own personal opinion. But you do you. Do I trade options? Dandela Boy wants to know. Yes, I do. But I've not traded options since probably November last year. I tend to prefer trading options in a more of a bullish market, upwards trending market. And at the moment, we're in a period of correction still. We're still in that correction zone. We're not. I wouldn't say it's a recessive market, but it's certainly not a bullish market at the moment. So just the way I trade options, more swing trading than day trading. But I do trade options from time to time. Yes. Hey Phil, afternoon to you as well. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're enjoying on Twitch. So those of you that don't know, I stream consecutively or concurrently. Oh yeah, concurrently is the right word. Consecutively, one after the other. So my English language skills are not as good as perhaps I believe they are. So I stream concurrently on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, all at the same time. Now, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, it's all the same stream essentially. You get to see the desktop, you get to see the scanners, you get to see the action, the P&L as I'm taking the trades, etc., etc. On TikTok, I don't have the functionality of the streaming the RTMP feed. I've asked for that. I've requested that. Apparently, it's in beta with TikTok right now. I've only just got my TikTok stories as of this morning, so I seem to be one of these people that that I don't get functionality first. I didn't get 10-minute stories up until a couple of weeks ago, so that's what I've been doing to trade recaps. I've been recording the 10-minute stories on for trade recaps, so I can actually go over the details on TikTok. Not done it for a couple of days because I've been doing it on YouTube, but let me know in TikTok. Are you actually paying attention to those longer videos when I do the trade recap? Should I keep doing it? Is it worthwhile me keep doing it or not? Just let me know in the comments. Should I keep doing the daily recap of today's trades at the end of each day for TikTok? I'm doing it for YouTube and the likes, but I just want to know, is it worthwhile on TikTok? Is it something that you're interested in? How do I set up my scanners? That's a good question, Vitrex. So what I'll do, just whilst you've asked, and it's not like I've ever done this before, so I'll show you directly how I set up the scanners. And I will pull the camera across and give you a tour of the desktop. So here we have Benzinga. This here is Benzinga. And Benzinga, I set up the scanners. So if you're wondering if I... Okay, I'll pull this up here so that everybody can see. And I'll move this up so that we're getting... Okay, so if you go into TikTok, you can see my profile, and we've got here the link that you need to have a click on. It will open a little thing like that, and to find Benzinga, it's the third link down. Okay, so you get into this little thing, Hustle with Tony, and the third link down opens Benzinga, and what you can then do is you can go start your free trial. Okay, what do you get for that free trial? Well, I'll show you. So this is Benzinga. So this is when I'll just delete some of these things. So when you get your free trial, it opens up like this. This is your workspace. Now you can get a lot of this. There's what we call workspace templates that down here that you can use. But I like to set it up on my own. So you get this, and over here you've got all the things that you can get. So straight away I'm looking for movers. So that pops up every single time. I need to disable that. So I'm looking for gainers. Now you can look at gainers, you can look at losers. I'm looking for the pre-market because we're pre-market right now, and I want the full session. Okay, I'm only looking for gainers. I'm long biased, but if I do trade short, then you want the gainers and losers, or just lose. If all you do is short, then just losers. Okay, so I've got that set up. I will go over here to filters, because I have a preference on what I do, and I set up a minimum value per share of $3. I'm also looking for, volume. So minimum value of 10,000 shares. Because it's pre-market, we expect it to be lower volume. I want it at least 100,000 shares a minute after the market opens. Then I'm looking here how it's actually set up. So I'm moving the name across there, and I want the volume next to the actual change. So I'm just moving these columns, and I want the average volume after here, because if we look at the average volume on a given day, so if let's take IGM Bioscience. Currently it's traded at 850,000 shares today. So given that on a daily basis over the last 3 months it's averaged 300,000, you can see we've got high relative volume. It's not high volume, but it's high relative volume. So what we do is we're looking for high relative volume. Then I'm actually adding signals. So down here, I'm adding my signals. I'm looking for spikes. I'm looking for halt and resume, and I'm looking for day high. Okay, highs of day. That's going to be what I'm getting there. Then I want the news. So this is now my workspace. Okay. What I then do is I open up 4 windows based on the movers section. The first window is like that. This is my gap scanner. What this does, it tells me the biggest gappers, how much they're moving up, on what volume. I can check the relative volume, what the price is, and who they are. That's my gap scanner. This is largely where I will pick and create my watch list. The next one is my momentum scanner. So I'm looking for movers here over the last 15 minutes. Where's the momentum? So we're moving upwards in an upwards momentum over the last 15 minutes. Have we got anything that's moving a significant amount? Not at the moment. Okay. The next ones, there's 2 that give me my surging scanners. So which are 5 minute, same thing over 5 minute, but one of them is sorted by volume. And then I've got, as I say, price spikes and rolling news. So that's my desktop. This is my scanners. This is how I set my scanners up. This is not a recommendation or a direction or an instruction to say, you know, this is how you should set your scanners up. This is just how I like it. Play around with it. Do it yourself. Get whatever information you like out of it. Okay. If I go back up here to the Benzinga, you can get free trial of that for 2 weeks just by clicking on the 3rd link in my link tree. So again, go to my link, follow the TikTok trader, and the third one down is Benzinga. If you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn a profitable strategy, proven profitable strategy, click the first link. And why am I saying a proven profitable strategy? Because this is the course that I put together based on demand from my stream. So I hadn't created this. I've partnered with Teachable, the Teachable platform. So it's a reputable platform. There's guaranteed satisfaction on your money back. Here's what you're essentially doing. Here's the full syllabus. There's over 17 hours of lecture material plus quizzes or exams or whatever you want to do to test that you're actually absorbing the information. I give, there's a private Discord as part of that as well, where I'm giving advice and answering questions and coaching as well. And it's 140 bucks a month. It's about 120 pounds, about 130 euros, depending on where you're actually sat in the world. If you keep scrolling down, you can actually, I've got 3 months of my P&L there, so you know that what I'm teaching is profitable strategies. I've got my TraderView journaling reports, and I've got my 3 of my brokerage corresponding broker reports. So again, if you go into the link tree, that's the first link on the tree, okay? TraderView is the journal that I use, so those reports that I'm talking about that I've printed out and published, get them from TraderView. You can get a free option there. Click on there. There's a free. It's a freemium service, so the more functionality you pay for, but there's a free service that you can get with that to chart and to record your trading journey. TradingView. I use TradingView, so this here is TradingView. This is charting. It's great for charting. There's even a paper money account for practicing trading if you want to. So I use TradingView. I think it's a great for charting, for pattern recognition, and if you're not using it, it's free. Again, you can upgrade for premium features, but you don't need them. All the charting features, the paper money, all that kind of stuff, it's free. So if you're not using it, use the web version or download the software. It really is great for learning how to trade. What else up here? The platform I'm using, so this platform, I'll tour you around it in a second, is Dash Trader Pro. So Dash Trader, Dash Inc. Is a direct access software into the markets. And what this essentially does is, so if I just click on this, this is the Dash Trader platform. I'm trading, what you're seeing now is the charts 1 minute, Mullen Autos, 5 minute, 60 minute and daily. Now I'm not trading the 60 and the daily. Those are too bigger time frames. What I'm looking for on the 60 and the daily is confirmation of support and resistance levels. So I'm trading on the 1 minute and the 5 minute primarily. Okay, so that's Dash Trader, and it's got hotkeys, hot buttons, direct market access. Over here is 8 windows, my watch list in effect, 8 windows on the 1 minute time frame of 8 different symbols that I'm watching before the market opens. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's what I trade on a daily basis. Over here, I've just got my live stream, so that's why I've got 4. And this is Benzinga again. So that's why I've got 4. That's why I've got 4 screens open, and why I'm using 4 screens. So again, Dash Trader. You can get a simulator with Dash Trader, or you can hook it up with and link it with your broker, interactive brokers, capital markets, TD, 212. Most brokers, a lot of brokers will partner with Dash Trader. It is great. If you want to get into the market, so just for people that are wanting access to the market, don't have the funds to have a $5,000, $10,000 account, you can actually click on this link here. Learn to trade stocks and shares with a fully funded active account. This is a prop firm that I've traded with previously on the World Series of Trading. And what you can do here is you give them risk a small amount of money with them. They'll give you the platform, and they will allow you to trade with their money. So you can go with an $80,000 account, live account, and the rule is that you deposit $2,700. they will give you $80,000 to trade, but they will only risk $1,300. So you risk the $2,700, they are going to risk another $1,300. So the maximum that you're allowed to lose is $4,000, and then they will liquidate your position automatically. So you get $80,000 to trade, and it's a good way of getting into the market. You get access to a simulator as well, a mentorship and things like that. If you don't want to, if you don't have $2,500 to do that, but you still want to give it a go anyway, then there's a $14,000 account that you can do, and that costs $350. And you're risking $350, they will risk $350, and so it's a 50-50 on the risk, but they're giving you the access to the markets with a $14,000 to trade. You can't lose more than $700, so 350 plus 350 is $700, and the profit split there is 70-30 in your favor, as opposed to 75-25 in your favor with the larger account. There's a smaller version available, which is $200 to enter, and this is the challenge. So you get $10,000 simulator account. With that simulator account, you've got a maximum loss of $500. You've got a goal of $3,000 or 30%. Now, you don't have to do that overnight, in one day, in a week, or even in a month. You've got as long as it takes you to do that, providing that you're exhibiting good risk versus reward, etc., etc. If you manage to get 30% gain without going down a full drawdown of $500, then you can choose either $2,000 in cash, that they'll wire that to you, or you get the $80,000 live account that we were talking about previously to trade on the live markets. So that's only $200 to risk. And if you lose $500, then you lose the challenge. So that's a good way of getting into the markets without risking too much money as well. Personally, I think there's no substitute for actually learning how to trade first. One of these is good. If you learn how to trade, spend $150 on my course, learn how to trade, then put the principles into action on this challenge here for another $150. You're $300 down and before you start, but then you've got the potential to have an $80,000 account for the sake of $300, and you've got a strategy that works. So that's what I would say is a good way to get into the market without having a lot of capital to do. Again, that one, there's a crypto version as well, but that's the one above the Daytrader, so the link in the link tree. There's a crypto version if you prefer to trade crypto. I prefer stocks myself, and there's a link to Interactive Brokers there. They're a very reputable broker. I use them. I've got two brokers, Interactive Brokers and Capital Markets. Capital Markets is an offshore broker. I've not put them up there on my link tree because some people are not comfortable putting their money in with an offshore broker. So just so you know. Okay, I will zero that, and any questions about that, put it in the chat and I'll see if I can get round to them. You could set up trade. So if you Benzinga is far better than TradingView. So the scanners that you get from TradingView are just the same scanners you get in FinViz. It's the same ones, but they're not as intuitive. They don't refresh the same. You can get a lot of the information that I get from Benzinga. You can get it from either TradingView or FinViz. It's the same scanner. It's a FinViz scanner. It's just embedded into TradingView. But you can get the FinViz scanners, and so yeah. I mean, from a scanner's point of view, the free scanners you're getting. You get what you pay for. It's probably the best way I would say it. You get what you pay for. Benzinga is a paid-for service, so you get the real-time alerts. You can get the Squawk box if you want as part of that. You get the calendar alerts. You get there's a lot more to it than what I've just shown you, but this is what I use on a daily basis. I do go back in and I use Benzinga for a number of other things as well, but these are my scanners. This is where I get my stock picks from, and I find it indispensable. I don't think I could be as profitable as I am without Benzinga. And I know that's a big call out, but I would say that's the case. So stock selection is a key component of being a profitable trader. My stock selection is using the scanners and the information I've got from Benzinga. So yeah, you can set up the scanners in TradingView and FinViz or whatever, but Benzinga for me is far superior. Do them challenges give you access to scanners, etc., on the system they provide? No. Scanners are separate. So again, you can use FinViz, TradingView, Yahoo Finance, or any other scanner. I like Benzinga. I recommend Benzinga because I use it on a daily. Okay, so Jack wants to know. So you're learning some of the stuff and you're sharing some of the hurdles you're having. Totally get that. Do I think the course will help you become a bit profitable? Do I think the course will... let me break that down, okay? Do I think the course will help you? Yes. Is a swift answer, because you'll get a better understanding of what it is that you're actually looking for in terms of... I share a lot. I've been told... A couple of people who are in the course or on the stream, and one of them actually said to me, I think it was either Thursday or Friday last week, they said, I share too much on the live stream. I said, why do you say that? He said, because your course, what you've got contained in your course is gold dust, and you're giving it away for free on the live stream. And it's right. He's absolutely right. I'm giving away a lot of what's in the course for free on the live stream, but you've got to pick it up and put it together on the live stream. I'm not telling you all of the things. Whereas the live stream will not only will it give you the setups, the patterns that I tried, the strategies that I tried, it will give you a trading plan to stick to as well, and help you become a more knowledgeable trader. Now, the second part of your question, will it help you become a profitable trader? No, it won't. And the reason I'm saying that is that's all down to you. So profitability and knowledge are two different things. So I can give you the knowledge, I can give you the setups, I can give you the strategies, I can give you everything that I use to be a profitable day trader. What I can't give you is the emotional and psychological element, the practice and the discipline. That has to come from you. I tell you what you need, but you only practice and that exercise. If I'm saying that, can you be a professional rugby player, for example? And you come to me, can you be a professional rugby? Having played professional rugby myself in the past, I say I can coach you, I can give you the knowledge, and I can give you the skills, but it's down to you to put it into practice. It's down to you to put the effort in and train and give yourself the ability to be a professional rugby player. I can't make you into a professional rugby player the same way as I can't make you into a profitable day trader. That has got to come down to you. I can give you the skill, the knowledge. The skills come from practice. And I can give you all the strategies that I use and print out cheat sheets in terms of printouts that you can print out and have on your desk next to you while you're trading. But profitability comes from you. I give no guarantees of profitability for that very reason. Afternoon, Cubichisty. What are my thoughts on bull quotes? I haven't used them. So I'll have a look into them later, but I haven't used them. So I'm not going to give you a thought on them, but I haven't used them. Nvidia's ripping, is it? Oh, Nvidia's moving up. It is. It's having a good day. Currently up 3% on the day. And that's what you get with these larger cap stocks. You get movers which will, a 5% gapper is like on a large cap stock, on an Nvidia or a Microsoft or an Amazon. A 5% gap is the equivalent to a 15% gap on a lower float stock. In terms of the volatility and stuff, so you don't get the volatility in these large cap stocks that you would with the low float stocks that I like to trade. I say that I like to trade. Yes, I do. So I've been on the Benzinga YouTube channel. I like to follow them on the YouTube channel. They've got the Squawk Box, which is a live stream. I don't play it here, but occasionally when I was trading without the stream, I would have that on in the background, keeping me company, like-minded people, doing like-minded things. And again, Benzinga tends to be concentrating more on higher cap stocks on the live streams and things and the squawks. So unless there's a particularly volatile stock that, like when the oil was making moves, then they don't give a lot of airtime to some of the smaller caps. What's my thoughts on Palantir? Are they still selling off? Cannabis sector's going to it's going to just get bigger. No volume on Palantir today. Palantir it's up on the day. It's up just slightly, about 2%, trading at 1360s, but there's no volume. So had a good day yesterday. It sold off at the open and made a complete recovery and finished around 1340s. So it's trading up. It's not going to be a trade for me, but could be worth keeping an eye on. So Highcroft Mining. Let's have a look at the HYMC. You're saying it's going to squeeze. Why do you say that? What makes you think it's going to squeeze? Highcroft Mining. Just interested in your opinion. You're calling it out in the chat. I just want to know why you think it's going to squeeze. So I'm looking at Highcroft Mining now, and the short float is like 23%. It's well, on that basis, I think AMC is more likely to squeeze than Highcroft Mining. So it's shorted 23%. There are bigger candidates for a short squeeze than Highcroft. I think if AMC and GME weren't rallying the way they have done this last week, then potentially you could see a lot more action with Highcroft. There's not a lot of volume. People who are interested in AMC and GME will be trading AMC and GME. It's going to go to $9. I can't see it right now. It's down below $3. So I don't see why. I don't see that logic. So if it goes, it's not financial advice. My own personal opinion. I did say that the days of AMC seeing the north side of $30 were over, but guess what? It went over $30 briefly yesterday. So what do I know? I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I'm doing it well. So to quote, to coin a quote, but yeah, I mean, if you're in it, there's no day trade for me at the moment with Highcroft Mining. There's just not enough volume. It's below the $3 threshold that I have anyway, but it's trading below the VWAP on low volume. and it's below $3. So I won't be trading that today, but good luck if you are. I hope it does go up to $9. I hope you get in there. It goes up to $9. It makes you a fortune. It would be fantastic for you if it does. And if it gets above $3 and starts moving up towards $9, I will be trading it today. Trust me. But you know, see, there's the thing, Luigi, is that a calculated gamble is one thing, but I prefer not to gamble. So if you're looking at it and saying, okay, based on the news, which is what a lot of people like to trade, I don't trade the news. I trade the technicals, not the fundamentals. Now, if you're investing, trade the fundamentals. I like to look at the news to see that what's impacting the technicals. So if there's something gapping up and it's got momentum, I want to know why that is. Whereas if it's just gapping up, and if it's not gapping up, but someone says, okay, Elon Musk is going to buy XYZ company, I might look at XYZ company on the basis of the news, but then I'll look for the action. I won't buy it on the back of that news. I'll look for the action first. I'll look for the confirmation. So how long did it take me to get profitable? It took me about, I would say, consistently profitable, about 7 months. Continuously. So I submersed myself in the market for a period of about 6-7 months where I was losing money. Different people, and again, different people learn at different paces. So I was fortunate that I was able to pick it up fairly quickly, but I do tend to learn things a lot quicker than most people, and that's not me kind of being big-headed. That's just facts. So some people can pick things up, and like the course. If you take the course and you can pick things up quickly, you've got an analytical mind, you're able to spot geographical patterns forming, then you'd be able to pick it up and probably start trading within a fortnight to 3 weeks. If it takes you a bit longer, it might take you 3 months, 6 months. It might take you a year before you get profit. It might take you even longer than 18 months. What's important though is that before you put money into the markets, if you are going to put money into the markets, think long and hard. Is this something I'm prepared to risk or that I can afford to lose? Because most people do lose money in the markets. That's the first point. The second point is, don't put money into the markets without having a strategy, a proven strategy that you can trade with. Something that when you're entering a position, you know you can justify why you've entered a position, and you also know why you've exited a position. Otherwise, it's just gambling. And too many people get into the stock market with a gambling mindset. They think they can outsmart the market, they can read the tops and the bottoms of a move, and they just can't. Okay, let's have a look. James Aviation, I hope it does go back over 30 today. I hope it goes up to 70, up to 73. I think it was 72 something was the high. I hope it goes all the way up. I would love to see the hedges get wedges, but I'm not part of that movement. So I just take advantage of the intraday movement. And if it adds pressure on Highcroft Mining, great. I will trade Highcroft Mining once it gets above the VWAP. So VWAP's about 295. So if it breaks $3, that's my cutoff. I won't trade anything below $3. But if it breaks $3 and starts moving up with volume, then I will I'll trade Highcroft Mining as well. Am I interested in long-term holdings or strictly day trading? Both. So long-term holdings is investing and value investing, and I'm in the middle of putting an addendum to the course on value investing, so that should be added probably at some stage this week. Value investing, I think, is important because where you're going to put your gains. So if I'm on a daily basis, I'm earning money with day trading. Where am I going to put my gains? You put it in the bank and then start losing money. So having positions to hold long term kind of is your value investing, whether that's on regardless of the instrument, whether it's an ETF, whether it's a portfolio of higher cap companies, or whether it's crypto, or whatever the situation is. So long-term investing is you build up a nest egg and you put it into something for long-term where you do dollar cost averaging. Day trading is about intraday profitability. Algorithms working all of these meme stocks, it's out of fundamentals and technicals at this point. No, it's absolutely not. So fundamentals, I will agree with you. Fundamentals of some of these meme stocks it goes out of the window, but the technicals are still holding up. That's why I traded over the last 3 days. I've traded AMC profitably because the technicals hold up. You can't get away from the technicals. The technicals do hold up, regardless of any algorithms. And do you know why these high frequency traders, they can't see the patterns, whereas retail can? And according to the last according to the last all hands for AMC, retail owns 90% of the flow. So if retail are watching the technicals are absolutely going to hold up. Well, good luck with that, because if it goes to 256, I will buy you. You can buy me a car because you'll be able to afford it. But it's not going up to $256, Luigi. I'm sorry. I will hold my head in shame if I'm wrong, but it's not going up to 256. Good luck with that. I mean, putting these price targets, ridiculous price targets on these stocks, is setting yourself up for failure. It really is. So, you know, I would say it's going to squeeze rather than putting a price target, because then you just look silly. If it goes up to $200, I'll be able to say, if it goes up to $240, I'll be able to say, Luigi, you were wrong. So saying $256, and it's not, but there you go. Thanks, Alistair. Everybody on TikTok, hit the like button 10 times. It helps with the algorithm. Chia. Let's have a look at Chia for you. Yeah, I'll have a look at Chia for you. Okay, so Chia. This is a European stock, yeah. No volume. Afchem AG. That's what I've got here. Are you sure that's the ticker? Afchem AG? Or is it Constructie Hydrotechnie? The Belgian stock. So, what happened there? I've not got access to the Belgian market. That's why. Afchem AG, there's just no volume in it. It's not doing anything. Currently at 50 cents. So I don't know what Chia is, but just had a look. Oh, come on, go away with your Fibonacci levels. Those levels are the lagging indicators. They're not going to tell you what's going to happen in the future. Don't put all your faith in a lagging indicator. Technical indicators are not predictions of what's going to happen in the future. If you think that's the case, then I'm sorry, you don't need to be trading. You shouldn't be trading, because you just go down to the bookies, because that's more gambling. You're better off spread betting. What's the best stock to trade? The best stock to trade is the one that's profitable, that makes you profitable. I do invest in crypto. I've got 4 coins that I'm holding and dollar cost averaging long term. But I do trade crypto when it's a bit more volatile. At the moment, the crypto market's it's on an upwards turn, but it's been a bit quiet this year compared to last year. made quite a bit with some of the meme coins last year, the likes of Doge and Shiba and the likes. But I will jump on the back of some momentum with coins, more of a swing trading basis rather than intraday. But yeah, I do trade crypto from time to time. What's the best stock to trade? Like I say, whichever one you. Live footage of a male losing his savings. I'm not trading with my savings. My savings are all locked up in nice assets. But you have a good day. Could you check out IMPP? I don't think the petroleum stocks are having much of a move today. In fact, they're not doing anything today. Just barcoding. IMPP is down at 156. No volume at all. Yeah, so it's a far cry from the $9-10 it was a couple of weeks ago. So IMPP is not showing any signs of recovery. If you're holding bags, I'm sorry, but that's not showing any signs of recovery today. I'll have another look at Chia, but what's the ticker for it? Oh, Chia Network against XCH. Let's have a look. That's $72 a coin at the minute, $72.50. It got up to 77, and it's now trading at $72.50. It's had a bit of a rally in line with the rest of the wider crypto market, but again, it's not exactly trading on high volume either. So it's not a coin that I'm overly familiar with. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not overly familiar with Chia. But it's currently trading at 72.50s. It's on an upwards trajectory at the moment. It did get up to 73.50s in the last hour. So yeah, it did pull all the way back to kind of $70, just over $70 from the high of 77. But the rest of the crypto market reached the high and then pull back. So they're having a bit of a consolidation at the moment for potentially for another run. So yeah, it's not having a bad day. What is the best crypto to invest in right now? If I knew that, I would be investing in it, Hollister. It's about doing your own research and deciding which one that you think has got the most potential. I'll have a look at gold in a second, but Luke Bourne wants to know how important is risk management. Well, as far as the top 3 rules of day trading go, in terms of importance, where would risk management? I would say it's in the top 3. I would say the first most important thing in day trading is probably risk management. Then it comes risk management, and then just only by a sliver, 3rd will be risk management. That's how important risk management is when it comes to trading. Gold. Let's have a look at gold. Gold futures. I'll just look at the Barrick gold, probably the easier one. Okay, so it's not having a bad day as such. It's down from yesterday. It's not dropped huge amounts. Go back to kind of mid March prices. 23.69 is what Barrick Gold's on now. So I think Solana's good for day trading. No, I don't think. Personally, this is my own personal opinion. For day trading, crypto is not the best instrument for day trading. You can't beat stocks for day trading. Solana, Bitcoin, XRP, all of these higher cap coins, you've got the volume but not the volatility. And the lower cap coins that maybe they're not on Coinbase or any of the big coin exchanges, you'll have the volatility but not the volume. So for day trading, you want both volatility and volume, because the volatility gives you the moves that you can profit from, and the volume makes those moves reliable. So when you've got volatility on low volume, you can get a 15-20% move, the upside, for example, and then it pulls back just as quickly, and you end up left with holding back. So you don't get the follow through without the volume. So you need, for day trading, you really need the volume and the volatility. Crypto is better for me, my own opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, don't sue me, but crypto is better for swing trading. On the lower cap coins, the more obscure coins, you can write your lottery ticket, and that's exactly what it is. It's gambling. You pick let's say pick 5 to 10 coins of low cap and put 100, 150 bucks in each, and if one of them moons, it will pay for the others and then some. If 2 of them moon, then great, you've done it. But it's just you may as well go and pick up a scratch card from the local news agents or something. That's the kind of mentality that you've got with those coins. Because it's unregulated as well, and it depends who gets the best movement on social media, and there's a lot of things, a lot of factors with crypto that belie logic. So it's not just about the blockchain and what the actual real world project is, the real world use cases are. You can have Elon Musk will tweet about it, and it will go through the roof, and you'll get 2000x. And it's like, what? That's not sustainable. So yeah, I don't recommend crypto. I know some people are doing it, and I've already said that you can do it for with the prop firm in my link. I don't do it for that reason. I've got a strategy that works with stocks, and it works with a certain type of stocks, and I'm of the mentality, if it ain't broke, why fix it? So what are my rules for risk management? Have a good risk-reward ratio. Be disciplined about cutting your losses, and don't hold on to losers too long. A number of different rules. You buy the course, and you can you'll get to know all about them. Luke. So what's my trading style? Make money. My trading style is, I'm not about swinging for the fences. I'm about making incremental gains, which is why I did the small account challenge in February. I started an account just under $5,000 in February, and I grew it to over $100,000 in 19 days. Actually, in 17 days, we had $110,000 in the account. And then the last 2 days, I gave off 25% back off the top. So I started swinging for the fences in the last couple of days, and it went against me. So we finished with $74,000 of profit, $79,000 in the account, $74,000 worth of profit in February. Now, why am I bringing this up again? Well, it's something I'm very proud of, first and foremost. But secondly, the methodology and the trading style that you have to use with a small account is about incremental gains, base hits, not swinging for the fences. If you trade your setups correctly, you might get a setup that does move 600, 700% on a given day, and you can really take advantage of that. However, hoping that it's going to do that is not a sustainable, profitable way of trading. So you're looking for the setups where you can get, a 20-cent move or a 30-cent move, and those base hits where you're getting, $200 profit, $300 profit, $150 profit. You get a few of those across a given day, and before you know it, you're $2,000 up. Yes, Solana's not volatile enough for day trading. You've got the volume. There's a lot of people trading it in the crypto community, but it's not volatile enough. Might get a 15% move on a good day. The same thing. I think I saw Shiba move 15% up a couple of days ago, and then, or was it yesterday? And then it'll fall another 15% the day after. So, you know. What broker do I recommend for stocks? So I would recommend Interactive Brokers. I use primarily, my primary broker would be Capital Markets, but it's an offshore broker. So if you're comfortable putting your money offshore with a broker in the Cayman Islands or Trinidad and Tobago, that kind of thing, then by all means Capital Markets. But if you're not comfortable with an offshore broker, then Interactive Brokers is a good alternative. There's a number of different brokers out there, many of which I've not traded with, but there's a lot of good ones. Good risk-reward ratio. The golden rule is 2 to 1. The bigger the risk-reward ratio you can get away with, the better. So if you can get a 5 to 1, great. You know, you're going to make 5 times what you're ever going to risk. But realistically speaking, 2 to 1 is a good one. Me at the moment this year, I'm probably about, well, I'm not 2 to 1. My accuracy is really good, which is what's making me profitable. So I'm probably about a 5 to 4, and that's not a good risk reward ratio. But I know that my accuracy, and part of the reason why my risk reward ratio is like that is because I take profits early. And I will take partial, so I'll take, if I'm entering a trade looking for a 20-cent move, I'll take half my position off at 10 cents, for example, and then ride it up the rest of the way. And that affects my risk versus reward ratios. Doesn't mean that my entry is not 2 to 1 or better. So that's what is the benefit of an offshore broker? Well, if you're in the US, there's a huge benefit from an offshore broker because you're not subject to the PDT rule, the pattern day trading rule. The pattern day trading rule is if you've got a small account under 25,000 US dollars and you're trading in the US, then you can only trade 4 times a week. And if you trade with an offshore broker, it allows you to trade more than that. The other thing with that is, so I got trading with Capital Markets. They were an offshore broker. I find them very good for me. There's not a lot of benefits in terms of cost or functionality. They're giving you access to the market the same as anyone else. What I would say is when you're choosing a broker, pick one that has either a good platform or allows you to trade with a direct access platform. That's the first thing. Secondly, look at the prices, look at the commissions. I would say Interactive is slightly less expensive than Capital Markets, which again is another reason why I would recommend them over Capital Markets. But Capital Markets, I trade well with them. So, you know, if it ain't broke, why fix it? How am I day trading without being in the US? Well, the world doesn't revolve around the US. You know, there are other countries outside of the US. I'm not sure if you've ever, you know, if you knew that, but, you know, you don't have to be in the US to trade the US markets. Well, the NASDAQ at the moment is up on the day. A percentage point up today. So AMC is looking good. It's back above the VWAP. It's still down on the day, but it's 2.5% down. But it's looking good. It's back above the volume weighted average price. I wouldn't be surprised if we see AMC and GME and a couple of the other sympathy stocks go on another rally today. Then again, it could quite easily sell off people taking profits. Bag holders from November or whenever, when it was back up above 30 last time, they might have been holding and they're thinking, right, I'm break even now, I'm getting out. So you might see that. Day trading is not illegal in the UK. And I'm not in the UK. I'm not in the UK, and day trading is not illegal in the UK. So you're wrong on both sides, on both counts. Sorry, Murray. Day trading is not illegal in the UK. I don't know where you're getting that information from, but you're clearly wrong. Yes, I pay tax. People like Mattress Sister Tatamo, who thinks day trading is illegal in the UK, gives me headaches because he's spouting nonsense that he knows nothing about. But, you know, do I use bots? Absolutely not. Anybody thinking of purchasing a bot, renting a bot, or using a bot, don't waste your money because you'll get screwed twice. Crypto or the stock market, why do I have to choose one or the other? Can you not use both? What do I think about GameStop? GameStop is moving, it's trying to get over the volume weighted average price. I hate GameStop as a company, but in terms of making money with them, I'm happy for them to go on a nice little run. I don't like the way that they were shorted last year. I made money with them last year. I've made money with them this year. So, but as a company, I don't like GameStop. The way they treat their employees, the way they set up the company culture is toxic. The way they treat the customers is horrible. So as a company, I don't like GameStop. As a potential stock to trade, if it's got momentum, I'll trade it. If I can make profits off it, I will do. It's a sign of success, that one, Roberts. I don't mind the trolls. I would, if we got 10 or 20 trolls in the comment section, it just means that people are sitting up and starting to notice me, and I'm getting more successful on the stream, and B, it's good for the interaction, it's good for the engagement, so it helps with the algorithm. So what are we looking at here? Oh, right. No, so we're just looking at stocks. At the moment, we will be day trading stocks in about 25 minutes. So the market's not open yet. IGMS is the top gapper at 40%, but it's consolidating. It's pre-market highs 22.59. It's currently 21.26, just slightly above the volume-weighted average prices. Consolidating sideways at the moment. So I'm just watching. I'll be watching that at the open. Love is kind of the next gapper. Nielsen's an potential acquisition, so that's why that's not really moving much. But then Love's the next gapper. It's not on great volume, so I'm not sure what to make of that. It's just broke pre-market highs. Just broke pre-market highs, but it's on low volume, so it's not a trade yet. But it just basically means we can watch for setting what the new pre-market high actually is on that one. I'll be watching GameStop and AMC to see if they're both about to go green on the day. Well, GameStop's got a little bit to go yet, but AMC's about to go green on the day. So it's currently 29.30. It's a bit quiet with your snoring. Just about to go green on the day. So AMC pre-market high is 29.60, I believe. No, pre-market high is up here at 30.23. So we've still got a way to go yet for the pre-market highs, but we've got that resistance level at 29.60. And funnily enough, from previous days I've traded it last year, I've still got a support resistance level at 29.70 there, so that could be interesting to watch. Getting a bit extended right now, so I'm not going to trade that pre-market. I'll wait for an entry, a setup before I can do that. AMC and GME are looking interesting. Okay. UK takes crypto tax. Well, I'm not trading crypto. I'm not in the UK, so you know, go figure. How does tax work with crypto? It's capital gains. It's the same thing. It depends. It depends on your setup. So if you are spread betting, then it's gambling, and depending on your jurisdiction, the UK, for example, there's no tax on it. Because it's classed as gambling rather than, and the same with CFDs, or contract for difference, again, which are illegal in places like the Netherlands and Canada and a few other areas. So it really depends on your jurisdiction as to what tax implications there are. Again, if you're trading in the Isle of Man, for example, there is no capital gains tax. So there's a thing there. So normally, I'm making 6 figures. That's the goal. 6 figures a month. That's the goal. So I've set myself a profit target of 5,000 a day on average. Now, at the beginning of each month, I recognise that that's not likely. I'll just have a quick look at what I'm averaging at the moment. This month, I'm averaging 5,400, just shy of 5,400 a month. A day, sorry, just averaging 5,400 a day so far this month. So the goal is, for me, my target this year is that I get 7 figures in trading revenue this year. So I've still got a way to go, but you know, that's my dog snoring. It is, yeah. We're looking at the stock market, George. I'm not in the UK and I'm not in America, so Ian, your first guess was wrong, and so is your second. No, this is not purely technical analysis. We will be trading. I'm just looking at AMC, but there's no entry for me right now. It is the one that's really hitting the spot in terms of a potential setup. There's no entry for me right now. It's just broke 2970s. We're up at 2980s. We're just looking for an entry point, a safe entry point, should I say? Because we're just getting it's just really extended at the moment. So there's no pattern formation for us to get in right now. We're just chasing if we enter now, and that's a risky trade. GME is about to go green on the day as well, so it's very close. So just be quiet with your snoring. AMD. I do use TradingView. I've got TradingView open here, so this is TradingView, and I use that for charting and stuff. But the charts that you see here are Dash Trader Pro. That's what I'm looking at. AMC right now. What do I think of AMD as a company? I like AMD. I think they've got a great future, and they're one of those high cap stocks that tend to trade with the wider market. So when the market's moving in a particular trend, you can usually trade AMD in sympathy with that market. Here we go. Here we go. Now we've got potential high of this one, 84. So we're looking for the entry. Late to the trigger. So look for the break of 30. Big quiet dog. So just want to lock in a couple of profits there. Now we've got a cushion on the day. We've got $325 in there. We can actually use our use that cushion. So exit 2970. We're just trading AMC right now. We just got in there for the break of new highs, and So we entered for the break of new highs. We pulled the trigger a little bit slow, but that's human error more than anything. We entered for 5,000 shares. We entered at 29.90s. We just took some profits at 30.10, and we're just now watching it consolidate. It's a little bit of a pullback. So low of this candle here is 77. Want to see this stable? It's broke back above $30, which I said it wouldn't do a couple of weeks ago, but what do I know? I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I'm doing it well. Okay, so the break of highs there. Take a little bit off. Same time, just locking in profits. We're now 5,000 shares. Shut up, dog. My goodness, you're making enough red noise there with your snoring. You do sound like Peppa Pig. Guys, if you can't sleep when someone's snoring, don't ever get a chow chow. Shut up, dog. Add quickly to that position for a little move up. Getting support around the 29.90 area. So just AMC's having a good day so far. It's just moved up from $28 below $28 to over $30. So it's just made a $2 move in the space of like 30 minutes, which is really good movement. Well, that dog is, they say let sleeping dogs lie, but that dog is just making a hell of a noise. We're just still in this trade. Just moved up above $30 again. I'm just trading this range right now. Tops and bottoms of the range. Currently $700, nearly $800 to the good. But it's just ranging upwards and downwards right now. So I'm just going to might just get out of this while it's trading sideways. Yeah, I'm going to get out there, trading sideways. So we just made $725 trading AMC. I'll show you the trade. TikTok, those on YouTube, you can actually see this. So we saw this move up, quite an extension on the 5-minute there as well. So we saw this move up, quite an extended level. That's where it went green on the day. And you can see that the volume really comes in here, this first pullback. You see zoom out a little bit. So we're looking for an entry position. We couldn't see an entry position anywhere, and then we get this first pullback. So then we'll look for the next candle to make a new high. As we get this candle here, makes a new high, breaks the highs, we see the volume coming in, and that's what we've been looking for. So the volume comes in, that's when we get in. We took 5,000 shares, took some profits here, and then we took some profits here and then added back. So then we added to the position down here for a bounce up, and we took profits and exited here. It's just starting to trade sideways. So we got out there for a little profit. So what does that look like? It basically looks like that. $725 on the realized profits, $600 after charges and commissions. So that's what you get for watching the momentum. You can see it moving up and with big momentum, and we just wanted to find an entry point, and that's the main thing, is to find a good entry. Everybody wants to invest with my. It's not cider, it's Barocca. You don't come on this stream very often, do you? Although saying that, Paddy, a couple of weeks ago I was drinking Guinness on the stream, so you know, but it was Paddy's Day, so I was forgiven for drinking Guinness on the stream. Welcome back, Shandal. Didn't know you joined us. Shows I've been paying attention because you were commenting there at half an hour ago. YOLO GME. I don't do YOLOs. 50% tax? No, 30% tax. It's capital gains, not I get hit with capital gains, not income tax. I'll have a look at Ahmed for you. Ra Medical Systems. No volume at all. It's currently trading at 44 cents, and whilst it seems to be it had a good day yesterday, rallied yesterday, moved up like 8 cents. It's just trading sideways at the minute. There's no trade there for me from a daily perspective. It's one of these penny stocks, so you know, but there's no volatility, there's no volume, there's no trade there for me. So you know, good luck with your Ahmed if you're in it. I'll go back to AMC. I'm just going to mark out top. Yeah, so that's the top. We've tapped it twice. So that's the new pre-market high. Is it? Let me have a quick look. No, it's not. 23. 30.23 is the pre-market high. That's the level that we need to be watching. Okay. Pour me mouth. I bet you look like you had rabies. Eating a Barocca on its own. 3:30 Nasdaq. No, it's half. I don't know if you're in Europe, it'll be 3:30. So we've got 7 minutes to the bell. Yeah. So I think if you're in Europe, you'll be on. It'll be 3:23 right now. It's 2:23 where I am. So, what technical analysis do I use? I use technical analysis. I'm not sure what you mean by that question. Best broker for options trading in the UK. Interactive. I do all my options trading with Interactive Brokers. Yeah, so Alistair said the same thing. Thoughts on Ethereum? It's having a good day. Well, it's having a good week. In fact, the wider crypto space is having a good week, but Ethereum was outperforming Bitcoin in terms of gains when I last looked at it a little bit earlier. Let's have a quick look. Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum's up there. 34.58 right now, Ethereum. and a little bit of a pullback off the high. Pretty much the same as Bitcoin. Ethereum is higher up. Ethereum went and broke new highs and had a little bit of pullback. Bitcoin didn't break new highs here, so we've got over $48,000 on Bitcoin yesterday evening, and it moved up just now. It's pulling back from that level now, whereas Ethereum got above yesterday evening's high, and is now just pulling back. So Ethereum's having a good day. Oh, I missed that breakout on AMC. Yeah. So we've gone past the previous high. So now the $0.50 level is an important level. So I'll wait 5 minutes to see where we're at the bell. I don't think I'm going to get into when we're testing these highs. I don't think I'm going to get into a trade as we go into the bell, because we might get a few people selling off. So I'm just going to wait now with AMC and see how it reacts, and see if there's a setup going into the open. What's on my watch list today? So at the moment we've got IGM Bioscience is the top gapper, but really I'm looking at for the continuations with AMC and GME yesterday. I'm also keeping an eye on Raya and Mara, given that the crypto space, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., are having good days again. So Raya and Mara are likely to move in sympathy with the crypto space. So the crypto mining stocks, the meme stocks, GME and AMC. GME didn't quite get green on the day, but we've now got this this flat top forming at 1350. So sending wedge. If we break the $0.50, I can see it will happen on big volume. So just watching AMC at the minute. Had a really good day yesterday, AMC. It was up at 45% up on the day. It was the finish of the day. 45%. This is huge gains. So it's pulling back now from the $0.50. So we didn't break the $0.50, but we'll go up and retest it later, no doubt. How are their trades pre-market before they open? Because I've got a broker that gives me access to the markets 2 hours before it opens. So if you've got a good broker, that they will allow you to trade either pre or post market. Not all brokers do. In fact, the majority of brokers limit your trading to the actual market hours. So there's actually more. You can trade longer out of hours than you can during actual hours. Go figure. I mean, 6.5 hours is all not even. So it's 5.5 hours. No, 6.5 hours. I was right the first time. 6.5 hours is all you're allowed to trade during the open, but you've got more than that in the pre-market morning session. But 90 seconds to the bell. That proved to be a key level there around the $0.25. Now we're looking at the $0.50. So just bear in mind that quarter, half, and whole dollar levels are big psychological levels. So in terms of technical analysis, you tend to find that you get support and resistance levels, forming around those quarter, half, and whole dollar levels. So just be careful of that when you're trading, that if you're about to take a position for a breakout and it's a breakout, like yesterday I traded AMC, and the breakout was kind of the high of pre-market high was off. The previous high was I think it was 22 cents. So I waited for it to break the $0.25 level because it went up to the $0.25 and pulled back. So I was waiting for it not just to break the 22 cents. We actually didn't get the volume pushed through until it broke the $0.25 instead. So sometimes it's better to look for the bigger picture, not just the key areas, because sometimes it's not just a dollar-cent level. It's an area of resistance. It's an area of support as opposed to a particular cent. Bless him. I didn't know we had 12-year-olds. There's the market open. I didn't know we had 12-year-olds interested in day trading, but you know, go figure. I think he should stick to his TikTok dancing. Afternoon, James. Welcome back to the stream. Pre-market highs, the $0.50 level. Just forming this opening candle. We just touched the just hit the volume weighted average on this little sell-off. Love is a high price stock. It's just shot up out of the gates. GME selling off, big time sell-off at GME. Red. IGMS selling off, red. Okay. Ah, that was a bad fill. So I went in big and got out with it. I didn't scalp it quick enough. That's all right. I'll add back. Oh. Now we're in for 5,000. Now I've scalped it properly. So that's the key with going in big size at the open, is that you get that volume follow through. Take a bit more profit off there. I'm going to add to the position. We're in for 7,500. I'm just going to take a bit more profit off at the top. For this move, we've still got 5,000 shares in here. Nice cushion on this number as well. We'll get out at break even if it pulls back too far. 31.16 is our stop loss right now. Actually, 31.20 is our stop loss because that's the low of this candle. So if this candle turns red, that's when we get out. So 31.20, the low of that candle, previous candle, is now our stop loss, 31.20. Still 5,000 shares in this. Just got rejected. This is the second time rejected at, so I'm just going to take a little bit off. We got rejected at 32. I always add that back if necessary. So the second time rejecting. If it gets rejected a third time, we might see it fail and then come back a little bit later. So it tends to happen that on the third time it'll either break out or it'll get rejected. Third time lucky, as they say. It's finding resistance at $32. So made a nice little profit already this morning. Just look for position to add. There. Micro pullback. 32.22, 32.20 is our exit. Take some profit. Keep taking profits. Always taking profits. This is easy. This is easy street. This one. It's trading very, very nicely. What's the halt level here? 34.83. Just holding 5,000 shares here. Happy days. This is good, good money. What's the low of this candle? 32.46. That's our stop. 32.46. For 5,000 shares. There we go. Got stopped out. Okay. Happy days. $11,000 in 5 minutes work. You can't beat that. That's good. I'll show you the trade, guys. Show you the trade. Okay, so here we are. This is where we get in. So this is we started trading this pre-market, coming into the open with this is the new pre-market high. So we're looking for it. It pulls back to the VWAP, then it moves back up. We're looking for the break of this pre-market high. We were slow to the trigger, granted, and it took us a while to get in there. So we went in with 25,000 shares. We got filled at 32. Instead of break of 30.50, we got filled at 32.72. We went up and it pulled back. So I wanted to take profits up here, but we ended up pretty much break even on the first 10,000. So I took some profits here, and then added that 10,000 back here. We took profits here and here. We added back here and took profits here. It moved all the way up, and then we got out for the first candle to break lows, and that's where we are. So what's that done on the profit and loss for the day? Well, you can see straight away over $11,000 worth of realized gains. That'll be $11,000 net as well. So I can now be very, very selective on what I want to trade today. 5,000 shares for 32. Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly. So this is the advantage of having a larger account. You can make more money. Me making 10 grand a day is no different from somebody making $100 a day. Okay, so the only difference is sizing, is share sizing. Now, I came into this morning, I had $137,000 worth of equity in the account, which gave me a buying power of over $800,000. So because of the leverage, trade leverage I'm getting. So I'm getting 6 times trade leverage. So being able to use that, when you get momentum, when you're getting the volume flows in, and you're able to trade big size, knowing full well you're going to get the consistency and the follow through. AMC has been rather predictable of the last few days in terms of trading. It's relatively easy to trade in comparison to some other stocks like Indonesian Energy a couple of weeks ago. We weren't getting the volatility in terms of the moves, but big size to start off with, and then you scale back because the volume now will start to die off. We've got, in fact, AMC is just sold off. When we got out, it continued to sell off and it sold off into a downwards halt. So it's now 29.07 and halted downwards. GME is also halted downwards at 182.79. So, you know, you've got to see the exit signals. You've got to be disciplined enough to know that I'm going to get out and not hold on too long. So that's not bad, is it? $2 a share. Yeah, I'll lower my size now, because the first 15-20 minutes of the market is where you can use big size to get profits quickly. So lowering your size now, absolutely. Good stuff, Shando. Good to see. Why does it halt? Volatility halt. So there are three types of halt that the SEC will impose. The first one is a volatility halt. Now, volatility halt, if a particular stock moves 5% within a certain time frame, 15% within a certain time frame, I think it is, it will halt the volatility. It will stop it from trading, buy or sell, and it will give it, usually it's 5 minutes to kind of cool off. It's to stop market manipulation. So it will stop it for about 5 minutes. If it's particular volatile stock, it might go for 10 minutes. The longest I've been caught in a halt is 30 minutes. The other types of halt, so the second type of halt that you get is a halt pending news. So a company will announce that it's got a press conference, or it's got news breaking, or for whatever reason, and they will stop trading on that because that news potentially could impact the share price. So they'll wait till the news is broken and then they'll resume. Then the third time is a little bit more, the third halt is a little bit more nefarious, and this is a halt pending investigation. So if there is unusual activity on a stock, unusual trading activity, or maybe there's some criminal activity being discovered outside of the stock market or whatever it is, insider trading, so they will halt trading on the stock pending the results of that investigation. Now, that investigation can take all day. It can take weeks. It can take months. There's no guarantees if it's caught halted pending investigation. There's no guarantees that, depending on the findings of the investigation, they might delist it from the exchange and you could lose all your money. So just be wary of that fact. Are my exit stops preset on the trade? No, they're not. So what I would do is, if you've got if as a beginner trader, I would always use preset stops and I use mental stops, but preset stops only work in the regular market hours anyway. They don't work it during pre-market or after hours. But if you can, whilst you're a beginner trader, whilst you're learning, Jack, I would say use preset stops, because it will enhance your discipline about losing trades. So if you get into a position and you say, okay, I'm going to risk 20 cents on this position, you set your stop at 20 cents. You can always move it up at a later stage, but it means that should it fall back, you're not going to hold on to that trade longer than you plan to. So I'm a big advocate of setting physical stops, preset stops when you enter a trade. When you get more experience, you can start doing mental stops and just exit when you reach your stop levels. And sometimes doing it that way, you'll get slippage. You'll get more slippage just because you don't pull the trigger too quickly enough. But that happens, and it's a risk you take if you're not putting preset stops in place. And preset stops, you're going to get slippage anyway, because your stops are a market order. So sometimes it'll blow past and it will stop, but it will do it at the best price. Sometimes you can lose a few cents on a stop. That was a good trade. It's resumed. So it was 5 minutes, a 5-minute halt. Both GME and AMC have now resumed. Both now red on the day. So they were green, they've pulled back, so they're both red on the day. So watch this space. IGMS went up. Never actually broke briefly through the pre-market highs, IGMS. Okay, let's see what else is moving. Anything? There's nothing else moving on the scanners. No, because I've not changed them over to regular hours yet. So that's why there's nothing moving. Sometimes, Tony, you baffle even yourself with your logic, or lack thereof. Okay, let's have a look at grid dynamics. So grid dynamics has just popped up. I want to see the news for it. Why? There doesn't seem to be anyone. No. There's no. Not seeing anything for this. No. Okay. Probably not going to trade that. If there's no catalyst, the moves are a little bit suspect. What am I looking at for the rest of the day? Well, the rest of my day is 45 minutes. I commit to the stream till 3:30, and then I'll be done. I may or may not trade something now. I've done twice my daily goal, so $11,000. I set myself a daily goal of $5,000. Most people, so this is a good. Antoine says, would you consider stocks gambling, trading stocks gambling? Most people approach it with a gambling mindset, and that's why over 85% of people that get involved in the stock market lose money. If you actually include other instruments like Forex and crypto and options, the numbers actually rise to 95% of people that trade on a daily basis lose money, because they approach it with a gambling mindset. So if you approach it with a gambling mindset, you've got to understand you're going to lose. So as far as I'm concerned, I have a strategy. I try to execute against that strategy in a disciplined manner. Risk management is key, and I approach this like a job. I have targets, I have goals on a daily basis. I set myself a target before I enter a trade. If I overachieve against that, it makes me happy. If I don't achieve it and I lose money, then obviously I'm not so happy. But I always kind of zoom out in those situations. What I mean by zooming out is if I have a bad trade, I will zoom out and I'll say, okay, well, where am I on this particular ticker? So if AMC goes, I take a trade and it goes against me now, I'll zoom out and I'll say, well, okay, am I still in profit on AMC? If I'm not in profit on AMC, I'll zoom out and say, okay, well, where am I on the day across the course of my trading day? Am I still in profit on the day? If I'm not, then I say, okay, well, where am I on the week? And I keep zooming out that level. So you've got to continue to look long term. So I don't gamble. There's risk, and there's an element of taking risks, but you know, there's a lot of that in all walks of life. But I don't. I'm not gambling with the stocks, because I'm actually employing a strategy to make the gains. What's my outlook for the next 6 to 12 months for the equities market? Volatility. It looks like we're getting a bit of volatility back, which I like. So the equities market, there's always stocks moving. There's always something that we can trade on. It doesn't matter if it's a bull market, a bear market. When it's a ranging sideways market, it becomes a little bit more difficult, but there's always at least one stock, two stocks that are having a good day. And we can trade those, and we can take advantage of those moves. So Love just made Love Sack. Love Sack is a deal without the H. Breaking highs. So that's more expensive stock, but it's having a good day. Having a good day on a decent catalyst as well. So what do I think of ICT? Let me just... Is that the ticker, is it? No, that's not the ticker. What do I think of inner circle trader? What does I don't know anybody. I don't know about it. I don't think of anything from it because I don't know too much about it. Tell me a little bit more. What is it? Guys, you're doing me dirty on the likes in TikTok. There's 2,500 likes. We've got over 100 people in the stream already. Go on, everybody on the stream. If you're enjoying the stream, just give it 10, tap it 10 to 12 times. It helps with the algorithm. We've got an engaged stream. It just helps with the algorithm. So let's get some likes. Let's get over the 3,000. We should be over. Should have been over kind of 4,000, but let's get over 3,000 likes. Okay, so. What else, questions-wise? Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. How are we doing? If you're trading, YouTube, if you're trading, how are you doing today? Are you green or are you red? Tell me what's happening. What have you traded today so far? Same in TikTok. If you are trading, what have you traded so far? Are you green on the day? Are you red? Are you having a good time? What's your current situation? Let me know. Andy, that's a good question. Do I look at the macroeconomics of the wider market, long-term holdings, or am I just day trading? So for the purpose of this stream, it's day trading. I don't care about the stock. I don't care about the company. I don't care if tomorrow I've traded it and in tomorrow it goes out of business. I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. Okay. So all I'm looking for is there's a catalyst that's driving the movement, but it's having a good day. So I'm looking for the volatility that I can take profit of on any given time. However, on a personal level, am I interested in the macroeconomics of the market, long-term holdings? Absolutely, because when I've made gains, so at the moment we are $146,000, $147,000 profit. No, sorry, I lied. We're about $120,000 profit on the month. What am I going to do with that? I'm not going to put it in the bank. It's just going to lose value in the bank. So I put that into other holdings, and of course that then is affected by the macroeconomics of the market. So I'll look for, I've got positions in crypto. I've got, some stock positions, and I'm holding a few ETFs as well. So. I am interested in the macroeconomics of the market, but for the purpose of this stream, it's really about the stocks that are moving on any given day. You can't call me at this time of day. It's the most busiest time of day. So leave me a message. Do I listen to CNBC? I listen to CNBC occasionally. Bloomberg I find a little bit amusing. I listen to a few of the news channels. Benzinga's really good. So I subscribe to Benzinga for Benzinga Pro, but the commentary on the market's really good as well. So, I do agree. I do listen to Benzinga from, they've got a Squawk Box as well, which is really good. Absolutely. No, that's not actually my boyfriend. It's my my wife's boyfriend that's calling me. And it's just somebody calling me about an apartment I went looking at the other day. So what did I do before day trading? So I had just look me up on the internet. I'm very, very referenceable. I had a very good position, very, very senior position with a software company. I was the regional vice president of sales and marketing for Europe, Middle East, and Africa for a global software company, and I held that position for a few years. Again, six-figure salary, so I had to be successful at day trading if I was going to do this. I don't regret it, but had to be successful at day trading to replace that six-figure salary. I did lose money to start off with, if I'm being completely honest, but I've got multiple streams of it. So I still do consultancy, companies like Alpha Sites and the likes. So I do still do consultancy within that market, within that industry, business continuity, disaster recovery, remote management, monitoring, that kind of stuff. So I still do consultancy in that market. I've got my affiliate marketing stuff. I've got my website that's a lot to do with affiliate marketing that brings me a nice steady passive income. I've got the day trading course that I put together, which is a digital asset that my knowledge, put it on a paper for other people to buy it. Again, passive income. And so I've got probably I've got my e-commerce stores. I've got about 4 or 5 different income streams over and above the day trading. Do they make me more than the day trading? No, I make more day trading than I do from the other income streams. But if I'm not day trading, I'm not making money day trading. So I can still earn money. I can go on vacation and still earn money, you know? Oh, LL Cool, well done. 2200, that's fantastic day. I don't care if that's paper money or if it's real. Either way, 2200 green on any given day, fantastic. Good stuff. Am I looking at oil at the moment? I'm not. No. So I've got Love. I've got that's one. I'm probably not going to trade. That's a bit too expensive for me to risk. AMC and GME are now consolidating since they sold off around. GME's down on the day. AMC's consolidating around break even on the day. SPY's sold off. It popped up. The S&P's, it popped up and now it's below the volume weighted average price, so that's sold off. Nasdaq did the same thing. Riot and Mara didn't do what I expected. I thought that they would move in line with the crypto market. They've sold off. They're actually having a bit of a turnaround now, so there's a potential red to green move coming from Riot and Mara, but there's not a huge amount other than Lovesac moving today. Grid Dynamics. So I'm just looking at the scanners now to see if there's anything moving, and there's not a huge amount. You're welcome, Jim Chongas. You're welcome, buddy. Remember to subscribe. I'm streaming live on YouTube. I'm streaming live on Twitch, and I'm streaming live on Twitter. Okay, let's go to the YouTube chat. I've ignored you for long enough. I do apologize. What are you buying, Jack? What is it you're buying? Are you trying to buy AMC, or what is it that you're buying? Earl asking, if the market general starts turning bearish across at a macro level, will you start looking for shorts as opposed to longs? No need. There's no need, Phil. So the thing is, we had a bearish market earlier this year, and we were still finding stocks that are having a great time. So you know, if you've got stocks that you always find one stock, two stock, a handful of stocks. If the wider market is following a trend, whether it's a bearish trend or a bullish trend, you're always going to get some stocks within that either trading against the trend, in which case, if it's a bearish market, we can find movers that are rallying to the upside. You're always going to find stocks that are counter trending. Where it gets a bit choppy is when you've got a rangy market, which is just moving sideways, and then you find a lot of stocks doing exactly the same thing. So we had a period of that at the early part of this month. A lot of stocks were ranging sideways, and it was actually difficult to find. Okay, so let me have a look at those for you, Jack. GFAI. So that sold off at the open, and you were buying resistance. Why is the question? I'm just having a look at this. So this sold off at the open. It bounced, sold off continued to. So for me, we potentially could have got in 165 for a run up to 175, 174. So you could have got a 10-cent move there, maybe an 8-cent move, possibly. For the break of the opening range, you get in. You get in here, Jack, at kind of the break of the opening range. So you enter at 165 there, and then it would move up. It would have then continued to move up towards 173. You'd have been taking profit, say, getting at 165. So you're looking for a 10-cent move. You take profits at 170, and you're looking for the next 10, 15 cents. It starts to pull back before it gets to 175. So you get out the rest at break even. That's what I would have done there on that one. I don't know if that's how you traded that. And then it's done nothing. There's been no entry points for a long move since then. Let me have a look at Highcroft Mining. So Highcroft Mining, we saw that the volume came in there again for the break of the opening range. I don't know if you mapped out the opening the pre-market highs, but it never actually got that. So we potentially could have got the break of $3 there, which is the opening high. The break of $3, move up to, could have got a 10-cent move on that. And then when that came back, you take some profit at 10 cents, get out when it starts at break even. So not looking for the bounce. You don't want to be looking for VWAP bounces when there's no volume. So if we're looking here for the touch with the VWAP, the volume's actually lower. So you don't want to be entering for a VWAP bounce when there's no volume coming through. And then even then we're not getting the next candle doesn't break highs. So VWAP bounce on this candle, we're looking for the next candle to be breaking highs. It doesn't. We're actually lower volume. So those are your exit signals. So you should have maybe got in, taken 10 cents on that, and then got out. So James wants to know, what sources did I use to learn about trading, and what current sources would you recommend to learn about trading now? So I, aside from losing money, and that was my tuition on the market, I read some books. I've got a few books that I can recommend that are on my. I've got a couple of books that are on Audible that I'll have to look at which ones I actually listen to. And I downloaded a couple to Kindle as well. There's a couple of good YouTube channels. One is called Hustle with Tony. Go and subscribe to that one if you're not already. The other thing that I use that what would I recommend to learn about trading now is if you look in the description of this live, you'll find a link to a course. It's $150, and that will help you. It's great for beginners. The first lesson is free on YouTube, so you can watch the first lesson for free. And then if you like that, it's in lay terms, none of this gobbledygook language that to confuse people. It's in lay terms to make it easy to understand. Subscribe to the course for $150, and you can learn about trading there. I'm teaching it myself. But there's a number of good YouTube channels. Everything that I teach in my course is freely available on the internet. You can go out and sort it yourself like I did. Google is your friend. Or you can pay $150 and I've done the work for you. I've built a trading plan, the methodologies, the strategies, everything that I use to stay profitable. It's going to cost you $150 subscription. There you go. Which is the best live to watch? This is the best live to watch. What sources would you recommend now? I've just covered that one. How do I do that? Do what? What I've just done? Relatively easily. You know which is the best live to watch, Jack? You You trade the indices? No, I don't. So the futures or the indexes, they're a derivative. A lot of people trade them, but you get pretty much the same volume every single day. So in terms of relative volume, you're not getting any spikes in relative volume. So they're pretty much the same across any given day. However, what makes them up? Why would the SPY be having a good day today? The Nasdaq's up a percentage point. Why is it having a good day? Because the stocks that make up the Nasdaq are having a good day. Well, I'd rather trade the stocks that are making up the Nasdaq than the index, which is just a conglomeration of it all. So you get more volatility that way. The indexes, you need a lot more leverage to make profit out of the smaller moves and the smaller volatility. So it's a lot risky. So I'll block you for calling you out. Okay, so you're calling me out for what? What are you calling? Please call me out. I'm not going to block you for calling me out. So you call me out, and you don't know what you're saying something. You obviously don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're trying to call me out on. I show my trades. I show my profit and loss. I show my trades. If you go on the course and click through to the course, scroll to the bottom of that page, you'll see my broker statements. I'm totally transparent, Chris, but I understand there are a lot of scammers. There are a lot of nefarious people on the internet that are trying to do things that say they're doing things that they're not. But look, I've even posted, I've pinned to the top of my my profile videos that show my broker statements, my bank statements. Granted, I've scribbled out the account information so you can't steal my identity and stuff, and my trader view journaling logs. So I can't be any more transparent than that, And so I'm not going to block you for calling me out. I'm just going to call you out for not knowing what you're talking about. That's all. Can you use the course for cryptos? Funny you should say that, but you can use the technical aspects for crypto. But I'm currently working on a subset or a little bit of a crypto course, and I'll add that to the course as well. So the thing is with crypto, the volume and volatility that you look for in the stock market, you don't get with crypto. You can get volume, so Bitcoin on any given day has a lot of volume. You'll get volume on Dogecoin and things like that, but you're not going to get the huge volatility that you get with that because it's a high cap coin. Conversely, where you do get the volatility in crypto is off the main exchanges, the smaller cap coins where you get a lot of pump and dumps and you get a lot of nefarious activity, but you get the volatility. But what you don't get is the volume to make that volatility reliable. So from a day trading point of view, this is why stocks and equities are better for day trading than crypto. But I'm actually working on putting something together, and I'll be recording the lectures for that for a crypto section on the course. So it will be in there. Just trying to make it a more rounded course, not just about day trading. It's primarily about day trading, but I just want to give people a sort of taste and an idea of other instruments that they can trade. Like I've put my P&Ls up, I show my trades where I got in and I explain why I got in and everything. So how about oil? It's not having a good day today. What strategies? So I used momentum strategies today because the gap and actually that's not strictly true. The gap and go was what I used on AMC today, and I've only traded the one ticker today. So AMC, I made $11,000 on AMC. So I've not. It took me about a little over half a year to submerged and losing a lot of money before I became not just a confident trader. Confidence is not something I really lack, but to become a competent trader, to become a consistently profitable trader. This is Dash Trader. This is Dash Trader. Yeah, momentum strategy. I don't know what you're laughing at. This is a legitimate strategy, and I teach that strategy in my course. So I've got the gap and go strategy. I've got momentum strategy. I've got reversal strategies. There's a lot of different strategies that you can lose. How much did I lose? When? Why would I learn about ICT? So you're coming on here, you know, spouting your mouth, talking about this ICT, which is a group that probably trying to scam people, and I've asked you what is it. You're not prepared to tell me, so you know you don't know what you're talking about. And get on MT5, you're on drugs. MT5, it was built, so MetaTrader was built for the Forex market. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. So the MetaTrader was built for the Forex market. It's not built for day traders. MetaTrader 5 has been, it's an update for MetaTrader 4, so you can actually trade equities on it. But it's not built for day trading. You just ask some of the people in my chat that have tried to trade on MetaTrader. It's not great. It's not the best. Most people that use MetaTrader lose money. I'll give you that much. And you're probably one of them. When were you learning? How much? When I was learning, how much did I lose? I lost up and down. That first 6 months, I must have put good $25,000–$30,000 into the markets that I lost. Okay. I love how people, now that I'm actually getting a bit of following, people jump into my lives and think they know more than me, which is great. I think it's hilarious, you know. But, well, you don't know what you're talking about. But, you know, you do you. You wouldn't be calling out MetaTrader and comparing it to Daytrading Pro if you knew what you were talking about. But you know, I mean, it's just you get these kind of teenagers who maybe have bought in Shiba Inu or something last year, and now they're a crypto expert. There's the finance talk and trader talk is almost toxic of these people that don't know what they're talking about, trying to offer stock picks and come to my Discord and we'll give you and pay for my Discord and we'll give you stock picks. Look, these are what I mentioned, and this is the gains it made, and all this kind of rubbish nonsense. And they've never made any money in their life. But they are part of that 85% that lose money on a consistent basis. People on eToro, all of the customers on eToro, 80% of them lose over 36% of their money that they deposit every single year. That's the average loss on eToro. Most people lose money in the markets. I'm on here showing how to trade. I'm actually legitimately, physically showing the trades that I'm doing and showing profitability. And you're coming on here telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, good... Daytrading Pro is better. Sterling Trader Pro is better. There's a number of trading platforms that I would say are much better than MetaTrader. I certainly wouldn't use MetaTrader for day trading, not day trading equities at least. If you're looking at what other TC2000's better than MetaTrader. TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim is better than MetaTrader. E-Trade has a platform that's better than MetaTrader. You know, Trader Workstation from Interactive Brokers is better than MetaTrader. You know, again, personal preference. But I wouldn't recommend MetaTrader to anybody based on my strategies, based on the methodologies, the profitable methodologies that I use. It's just not, it's built for Forex. Let's just remind ourselves what is the core functionality of MetaTrader. It's built for Forex. It's not built for equities. It's not built for equities. It's not built for crypto. It's not built for options or anything like that. It's built for Forex. That's where it comes into its own. If you're trading Forex, great. Use MetaTrader. That's what it's built for. How do you begin without getting conned? Read. Watch enough YouTube videos. Read. Don't sign up for anything if you don't want to. Don't part with any money. Don't buy any signals. Don't join any discords if they're going to say ask you for money to join. Don't pay for signals. Don't buy a bot. Don't pay for any algorithmic trading bots that claim they're the best thing since sliced bread, because they're clearly not. Don't believe anybody on the internet, myself included, that's not prepared to show you the profit and loss, and B, the trades that they're taking in real time, like I'm doing. There's a whole bunch of people on the internet that I've watched that show you the trades they're taking in real time, and will give you justification of the reasons for entering a trade and exiting a trade. And take everything with a pinch of salt. Forex is the best asset class. That's why 95% of people that trade Forex lose money, and you're clearly one of them. My favorite strategy is the gap and go. So I spend time with pre-market, picking out which stocks are gapping up and for what reason, and then at the bell, that's where I'm going to go in with a good size. If we get the momentum and the move with the volume, that's where I'll go with the good size. So the gap and go strategy is my favorite. That's probably where I make most of my money. Follow that by the momentum strategy. Petrodollar, I'm worried about the petrodollar as it happens. I'm not reliable. Okay. You're better copying people on a portfolio on eToro. See, this is exactly why I said that you don't know what you're talking about, because portfolio trading on eToro is about value investing. It's not even about day trading. You can't day trade on eToro, so good luck to you. So I am replying to questions, Master, but if I miss you, then I apologize. Okay, the chat's moving quickly, so if I'm missing people's questions, well, good luck for you. If you pay for signals for 3 months free and you're making money, good luck. But I don't recommend it, because you will lose money. Why not trade Bitcoin? Because it's got no volatility. Invest in Bitcoin. It's good value investing. Bitcoin's a good instrument. For day trading, it's not. I don't give stock picks or tips. I give strategies. I teach how to trade. I'm not going to do. If you want tips and picks, buy Benzinga. You do it yourself. I'm giving no shortcuts. I'm giving no shortcuts at all. So if you're too lazy to learn how to trade, that's on you, not me. GME's having it's sold off. It's below the volume weighted average. It's red on the day. I'm watching GME and I'm watching AMC. We've made our money on AMC this morning out of the gates, but right now they need to get back green on the day for me to think about trading them again. Good stuff, LL Cool. 9% up this week, and it's only Tuesday. Good stuff. I don't go over to... So, ETS. Will my class go over potential trades for the day? No. Simple fact is that I will teach you how to select the stocks and where to find them. So use investing in a good scanner and having the right stock selection is part of the strategy for overall trading strategy. So I can part of the course is stock selection and where to find stocks, but it's different. It's every single day. It could be a different stock. Granted, I've traded AMC for the last couple of days in a row, but I've traded other things as well. So. This is not TradingView. I've got TradingView open on my desktop. So this one's TradingView. And Ethereum's just doing really well. Back up at 34.42s. Bitcoin is 47.6s. So, but this is Dash Trader Pro. Good for you, strong Dylan Bird. Well done. You know, if you're making money, do you. I'm not telling you that that you can't make money. You do you. What I say is it's risky in the markets. Forex is one of the most risky instruments to trade. But if you've got a strategy that works, good for you. Whether I believe you or not, that's a different story. Well, let's put that into context. So Bitcoin, it can move 10% in a day. Okay, that's fine. But AMC yesterday moved 45%. You know, which is I had a stock a couple of weeks ago, Inspirato, I think it was called, Inspiraton or something like that. It moved 750% in a day. So the volatility in stocks with the volume, it far outweighs the volatility with volume that you get in crypto. And for Bitcoin to move 10% in a day, it can do that, but how often does it? You know? So, you know, if you want to trade crypto, I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm saying this stream is about trading equities. It's day trading. It's about trading stocks and shares. If you want to talk about trading crypto, I'll talk about trading crypto, but don't ask me to trade crypto live because that's not my strategy. Don't ask me to trade indexes or Forex because that's not what I do. I do stocks and shares. That's my strategy. That's what I trade profitably. So I'm not trying to tell you all that what you're doing is wrong because that's up to you. You do you, boo-boo. You know, I do my thing and it works for me. And if it ain't broke, I ain't changing it. Yeah, well, simply the best. I'm doing exactly the same. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, and XRP are what I'm dollar cost averaging with. Well, AMC's been squeezing. It's up at 28.5s. It has been squeezing. So if you're wondering what's going on with AMC, it has been squeezing. If you look at the volume and the Artex data, you can get more information on that. Who's snoring? That's the dog. Best part of the stream, Jimbo. The dog's. Do I use hotkeys? Yes, I do use hotkeys. I've got hotkeys and hot buttons, a combination of the two. So my dog, Jack, it's my dog that's snoring. I don't trade UK stocks. There's not enough volume in the European markets. So I'll tell you what my average profit this month is. My average profit this month is 5,200. No, a minute, I'll tell you exactly. So my average profit before today was 5,400. So it'll be a little bit higher now because I just made $11,000 today. So that it's about the same. So I'm averaging across the 3 months a little over $5,000 a day. Ham sandwich, okay. The short squeeze that everybody's talking about, take it with a pinch of salt. So what you have to see, what you have to understand is that shorts they're covering all the time. There's no one point where the shorts have to cover. They're covering all the time, and some shorts are actually adding to the position. So You know, it's looking for the mother of all squeeze that it's going to go up to like $1,000 a share. It's not. So you take advantage of any given day where you've got the momentum and you've got volatile moves like today. You take advantage of it. You ride the profits and make profits on a daily basis, as opposed to just buying and hodling. Buying and hodling, this whole toxic mentality of buy and hold and never sell, this diamond hands mentality is toxic. That's how you go broke. You don't make you won't make profits by holding without selling. You have to sell to make profits, to take profits. And taking profits, nobody ever goes broke taking profits. Yes, Louis, we traded AMC. We're 11,000 up on the day. Thoughts on AMC? We've traded it already. It's sold off, and it's now trying to get back green on the day. So we're just waiting for it to go green before having another look. Oh, Kid Pick's back on the radar. Let's have a quick look at the movement on Kid Pick. So that's moved up over the last 20 minutes. Not a huge volume though. It's up at 550s. No, I'm gonna give that a miss. Optic Mirror, you're such a pleasant person. Who hurt you? You need a hug? I'm using Capital Markets. I either trade with Capital Markets or Interactive. Those are the brokers that I use. Jack, you don't have to believe me. No one's asking you to believe me. Believe what you want. Do I just trade on technical analysis? Pretty much. From a day trading point of view, the fundamentals don't really matter. I don't care about the company. It could be a garbage company. And if truth be known, the majority of the companies that I trade on an intraday basis are garbage. I'm being completely honest. Most of the companies that I trade on an intraday basis are rubbish. They'll pop up, they'll have a really good day, and then you'll never see them again after that. And they might even get delisted or whatever it is. I'm just looking for, if it's a pharmaceutical stock, something that's gapping up on FDA approval or good clinical trials or something like that. Just make use of that day's momentum. That's it. Optic Mirror, you clearly weren't watching earlier, but you know, nice of you to join the chat because you've got such a good life that you have to join someone's chat to troll. But you do realize you're doing me a favor with all these comments. Your engagement and interactions helping with the algorithm no end. So keep it up, mate. What's your thoughts on this new stacking company that doubles your coins daily? I don't know about it, to be honest, but it sounds very much like a scam to me. Have I seen anything about Sundial? I'll have a look at Sundial for you, but the last I saw of Sundial, and it was selling off. So it's down on the day. It's down at 73 cents. It's sold off at the open. It's trying to make it. It's back up above the VWAP. It's trying to make a red to green move. Not on. You know, it's not. It's not very volatile. Being honest, volume is Sundial. It's a big float. So it's the penny. I don't really bother much with the penny stocks, but I've not seen any news with Sundial. It's not hit the scanners or anything because it's down on the day. So it's currently about 6% down on the day. Okay. Well, I think XRP's got a big future. I mean, we should see the Ripple case coming to a conclusion this next month, next 6 to 8 weeks, and you know, if that's the case, I would, you're going to get over $1, probably up to about $3-4 very, very quickly with XRP. In my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That's just my opinion. So I'm definitely along with XRP. And I agree with you, sleeping giant, totally. How often am I live? Brad wants to know how often am I live? Every weekday. I don't know about people that take on an apprenticeships, but if you're looking for people that do this, what you're looking for is prop traders. Google prop trader, someone that will train you up and take you on. You get an internship or something, but I don't know of anyone that does that. But just Google it. See if Google is your friend. So sorry, but you earn 0.8 coins a week for each coin you have. I don't know how that's working, Lewis, but are you talking about crypto staking, or are you just, they're saying we'll give you a 4 to 5 return on every week that you have a coin with us or something? Well, the fact that you're calling me Gramp shows how old you are. You what, about 12? But enjoy yourself. You go for hell for leather in the chat. You're making yourself look like a fool. Yeah, I do. Stocks, equities is what I do on a day-to-day basis. Long term, I trade options from time to time, but that's more of a swing trading basis for me. If I'm trading options, I'll look maybe a week, a few days, maybe a week. I'll hold the contracts or something. My problem is that when I'm trading options, I have this uncanny ability to forget that I'm in a position, and the contracts end up expiring worthless. So that's not a good way to trade options. I'll give you my opinion on Sonim Technology again. 82 cents is currently at. Just trading sideways, but it's still down on the day. I think I covered this before pre-market. It's still down on the day. No volume. Very small range. It's not moving anywhere. So if you're holding bags there, it's not going anywhere. There's nobody trading it. That's SONM, if you were wondering. I was buying stocks. I think I'm done for the day, so we're going to be ending the stream in a couple of minutes. I've not been buying Tesla. I've only traded AMC today, out of the gates. No, not all traders are self-taught. You can get out of college, and there are a number of courses that you can take. Even you can pay for the courses online, certified courses and stuff, and then apply for internships with hedge funds and what have you. But they're very picky on who they pick. Like, I'm not your father, but you can call me daddy if you want to, witch doctor. No, I'm self-taught. So money-making Chad, I'm self-taught. I covered HYMC earlier. So sold off at the open pretty much. Still below the volume-weighted average. It's having a little bit of a rally. Currently trading at 250s, just under 260. So it's not making a lot of movement at the moment. So it had a big sell-off at the open and went red on the day. It's now back green on the day, just slightly. So we're 10% up. You presume I have a nice car. Don't know what why that really matters. I drive a Volvo. Doesn't bother me. I don't have to have. I'm not one of these idiots that's making gains and spending on useless Lambo money or something, go and buy a Ferrari or a Porsche or, one of these garish cars. I've got a Volvo S80. That's what I drive. So, it does the job for me. I've made 11,000 today, Jack. Been a good day today on AMC. High, sell low. Well, you sound like you're one of the ape, smooth-brained apes. You do you. See, we're taking profits. Do you sell the amount you profited or sell the whole position? It depends. If I'm in for a quick scalp, I'll just get in and get out and just take the profit. If I'm riding a position up, if I'm trading a pattern, I will take half the position off at a profit level, and I'll ride it up, and I'll maybe add it back a little bit later at another level. So that's what I'll do, Just Mo. That's usually the case, Optic. If they've I've not got the following to move anything. People, spamming tickets in the chat, hoping it's going to make a difference. It doesn't matter. I've not got the following to make a difference on any of these stocks. So, if we all bought, 1,000 shares of one of these tickers, it's still not going to make any difference. Any advice with what you should trade if you have $1,000? Well, either learn how to trade with that $1,000 before putting it in, or invest it. Trading is risky. Most people will lose their money without a strategy, without the knowledge of trading, without understanding charting and technical analysis. Jaden, you're going to lose money. You're just gambling, and asking people what to trade is no offense to yourself. I'm not trying to insult you, but it's the lazy way of getting into the market. Do your own research. Do some learn how to do technical analysis. If you want to invest, look into a company. Once you find something that you really believe in, then put your money in that and watch it grow, and add to it long term. You lost your job writing about crypto? Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, Pack Beauty, you settle for your 10% annually. Yeah, so Journal Misterina, check the first link in my link tree. Do I use any indicators or solely based on price action? Depends on the strategy I'm using. TriVentures. So the only indicator I do have on my screen at all times is the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and that for me is a trend indicator. What you've got to understand is with these technical indicators, they're always lagging, so they're not going to predict any moves. So I'm a pattern trader. It's the price action, it's the candlestick action that I'm looking for, but I'll use the indicators. Depending on which strategy I'm using, I'll use the indicators for confirmation. So, for example, if I'm using a reversal, if I'm trading reversal strategies, I might use the MACD or the RSI in conjunction with Bollinger Bands. And if not, then I'll just use the price action and the candlestick patterns. Well, they did understand what holding was. That's the whole point, money making, Chad. They thought that's how to invest. They thought that's what trading was, is holding regardless of which direction that the thing is. They don't. That mentality, that toxic mentality of diamond hands is really. You've got a whole generation of people that have just come into the markets over the last year, 18 months. that don't know what trading is. They don't know how to trade, they don't know how to invest, and they think, okay, let's just look on Quora or Reddit or whatever. What's being talked about? I'll just put all my YOLO, all my life savings into that, and it's going to moon. Unless they come into this chat and throw these tickers out saying that what's CIE doing? Because I'm holding that from $4 and it's like doing 40 cents now. And you know, it's just a lack of education. A lot of these people could be quite smart, but it's a lack of education. They've not actually taken the time to learn how to trade or to learn how to invest. And it's important. This is not get rich quick. This is not a lottery ticket. This is a job like any other. And the skills involved to do it successfully. You wouldn't hire a high school dropout to drill a hole in your teeth and fill your teeth. You know, you want a dentist that's gone through medical school and learnt his skills and built up the knowledge before he starts drilling a hole in your jaw. Same thing with this. It's a career, it's a profession, it's a career. It's not get rich quick. And anybody who wants to get rich quick, go and play the lottery. I use level 2 for confirmation. So level 2 for me, key support and resistance levels, you usually see on level 2 that you've got buyers lined up at those levels. What you can also do is if you are trading and you've got once you get a bit more experience trading and you've got a plan and you risk, let's say you're risking 20 cents on a trade, and it's getting close to that 20 cents cutoff. If you then see on level 2 that you've got a big buyer at 22 cents below, you might hold it for a bit longer, knowing full well that you've got that big buyer that's backing you up. It's not going to drop much more than that, so it's likely to get a bounce, and you can then move back up. So level 2, it allows you just to get confirmation on support and resistance levels. It can be manipulated, so I don't use it for indicators, exit or entry indicators, because it can be indicated. A lot of people YOLO'd into GME. And that's exactly it. So it's gambling. If you want to do your YOLO trading, it's gambling, and you might get good. You might do really well, like a lot of people did last year. With the YOLO'd into Dogecoin, the YOLO'd into GME, the YOLO'd into AMC, and a lot of people made a lot of money. Some people, it made them millionaires. Doesn't mean they knew what they were doing. Just gamble. You know, I could YOLO into a scratch card and it could make me a millionaire. You know. It doesn't need any skill or knowledge. I did last year when crypto was a little bit more volatile. I actually did that with Doge and Shiba last year, LL Cool, and took some of my profits and put it and a few others besides, where I actually lost money. But yeah, you can make money doing it that way. I prefer to take my profits and put them into things that are more stable, like the large cap coins, the likes of ETFs, and where I'm going to get potential returns on that as well. If you win the Euro Millions tonight, you won't have to trade. Yeah, I'm going to switch to MetaTrader for tomorrow's session, Witch Doctor. That's what I'll do now. Because Dash Trader, a professional trading platform like Dash Trader, which is built specifically for day traders and the day trading market, isn't good enough. I'm going to revert to a forex trading platform for tomorrow, just on your say so. I think maybe. That's actually not a bad piece of advice. Trading is a dying career, being replaced with AI. Learn to code instead. I'm totally 100% behind that. Learn to code. You can earn a good living without risk. If you learn to code, you can easily earn a 6-figure income annually without risk. The thing is with trading, it's risky, and you've got to accept that. Yes. You're not going to do much more with that. So you've got $100 in Bitcoin. You keep it. Yeah, why not? Why not? Just add to it. Keep adding to it. Dollar cost averaging. Yeah, patterns work. Patterns do work, LLQ. But what I'm saying is you can earn. There's good careers out there that you don't have to take. You don't have to take the risk. So no, the thing is with algorithmic traders, the high frequency traders and things like that, they trade on levels. They don't trade on patterns. As people, as humans, we have this uncanny ability to be able to spot geometrical shapes within the pattern, within the candlesticks, and in some cases within the bar charts or whatever your trading preference is. But in the candlesticks, we can spot those patterns. The algorithmic traders don't spot those patterns because they're more concentrated on levels as opposed to the patterns. So, which is also why we look for volume, because if we're not trading something with volume, the chances are that we're getting caught up in with some of these algorithmic traders, and that's not really good for us. So we want to trade with an edge where possible, so we go for where the volume is, because all the other retail traders are looking for the same patterns and the same breakouts that we are, which makes them a little bit more reliable. Yeah, no, 100% LFQ. You're absolutely 100%. How much are each of your trades? Well, I don't trade a particular much. It depends on the stock size, stock price. It depends on the share size. So every trade's different. How much I'm prepared to risk on each trade, and the risk down to me is based on what my equity is, how much I'm prepared to risk on a given trade, what my equity is, and what the range of the price movement is. So am I going to risk 10 cents? I'm going to risk 20 cents per share? Am I going to risk $1 per share? In some cases, if it's an extremely volatile stock and it's moving, quite erratically, I might risk $1 per share. So it depends. Each trade's different, and I'll weigh up the risk versus reward on each trade individually. Looks can be deceiving, Millie Moo Bear. Just saying. You're absolutely right with that as well, Whistling Karma. Not all patterns are human-induced, though. 100%. The patterns are coming from price action. It's not necessarily human-induced. What you get, though, is when you get the breakout from those patterns, the retail traders that are watching that particular stock will all come in at the same point. And that makes that breakout that little bit more reliable. So that's why we trade with pattern breakouts, to give ourselves an edge over the algorithmic traders. You can use Dash Trader with Interactive. Money making Chad, if you're on an Interactive Brokers now, you can use Dash Trader. I trade with Dash Trader on Interactive Brokers. So if you go to Dash Trader and you go into the subscription, there's a subscription there. If you've got an Interactive Brokers account, you just subscribe to Dash Trader, and it will link with your Interactive Brokers account, and you can use Dash Trader directly with Interactive. All right, Dash Trader is the platform, Interactive is the broker. I don't trade foreign exchange. Palantir, I covered Palantir off a little bit earlier, but once again, it's now up at 1370s. It's having a good, it's reasonable day. It's up on the day, marginally. Kind of, it's not a big range. It's not very volatile, but it's had a couple of reasonable good days. It's like nothing No huge moves with Palantir at the minute. It's been trading in and around the kind of between $13 and $14 for the last week. So it's not making big moves. So it's just not volatile enough for me to day trade. But if you're in it long term, it's showing no bad signs at the moment. Kind of ranging sideways. It's back to end of January prices. So yeah, that's my opinion on Palantir. I don't trade foreign exchange. I've already said that. What is it that I trade? I trade stocks and shares, equities. So, Michael, I'm not giving advice on foreign exchange, given that I've just said. Here we go. HUD is moving up, actually. It is. I didn't see that, but you're absolutely right. Flying up, just pulling back now. It's up at 1620s is the high, so it's down at 1570s right now. But yeah, HUD's having a good day, having a very good day today. Last time it was at this price was what, back in January. Oh yeah, HUD's having a good day. SoFi, any good? Depends on what you're looking for. I don't say which is what's good and what's bad, but SoFi's having a good day today. It's up 5% on the day. Not huge volume, not huge volatility, but it's on its way up. Had a good day. Well, say I had a good day yesterday. It had a reasonable day yesterday. After an initial sell-off, it recovered and finished higher. It sold off. It's been selling off prior to that. So currently 974 SoFi. Looking at potential breakout of bull flag thoughts. Yeah, if you've spotted a bull flag in something and make sure it's the volume is confirmed for the breakout, and that makes it more reliable. But I trade bull flags quite a lot. I'm looking for bull flags all the time. Bull flags, flat tops, ascending wedges, all those kind of patterns, absolutely. Do I get the dividend payments on my long-term holdings? Yes. Got to be honest, the long-term holdings that I've got, the dividend payments I couldn't live on them. They're not huge, but I have been getting dividend payments. And that's the idea, is if you get dividends, you can, if you earn enough to invest in stocks or ETFs, which I think is a better option, less risky option, that pay good dividends, then you can do that. You can actually, if you've got those ETFs that are paying good dividends, you can actually borrow money against them as well, and use that equity as leverage for a loan, and you don't have to pay tax on debt. So no, it's not. No, it's not. So if you're invested in an ETF, any gains that you make from ETFs, it comes under capital gains. It's not 80%; it's like 30%. The thing is with most index-linked funds, that's what your pension will be. Yeah, so your pension manager, your fund manager that's looking after your pension, if you've got a private pension in Ireland, will be investing in things like ETFs. Anyway, I've hung on, slapping the trolls for a little while. That was fun. We're finishing 11,000 up on the day. It was a good opening session. AMC's trying to make a move back upwards. It's taking its time, so if it gets back above $30, I could be interested. But I'm kind of done for the day. So if you want to see me trading again, you're going to have to come back tomorrow. So 2 green days in a row, 2 nice green days in a row, and we've got 2 more trading days left. So we'll be. I'm not in the UK, Mike. I'm in Ireland. So 2 more trading days left of the month. Let's see what we can get. But we've had a good start to the week. I'll end the stream now, take this dog for a walk, and I'll see you all again tomorrow before the market opens.